Players are in position, umpires are in position, and we're about to head down to AFL Barwon Region General Manager, who will bring us, Ed Wilson, the pre-game ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2023 AFL Barwon Blood Toyota Geelong Football Netball League Senior Football Grand Final. Today we have a terrific contest in front of us, in front of two incredible GFNL clubs, South Barwon and Leopold. To conduct today's Welcome to Country, I'd now like to invite forward Judy Dalton-Walsh.
Matney. Nabamiriu Norarin Neriek Judy. Mukboran Warangik Ba Gunjamarik Bagok. Kambani Warang to play. Benedict Noduk Warawing Ring. Ba Kalkal Bill Yanabulu to play. Ba Benakulek Karangabal Wanga to play. Benakulek Murab Jaring to play. Miriu Marwan Ba Miriu Ba Yaram Yaram. Kala Kalkalbil Ba Getawal Nal Nichi. Kichajari Kalkalbil Kambani Getawal Ba Nal. Kambani Kalkalbil Ba Kawang Nichi Miriu Kawat. Koko Wararang to play. What I've said in my traditional language, the language of the Wadawurrung people, is hello, how are you? I'm a proud Wadawurrung Gunjamara woman. Here is Wadawurrung country. Our grandfathers and grandmothers walked the land. Our families are still on the land. The Creators made the land that it is today. Their spirits wander the land today, long ago, now and the future. Speaking to families and other mobs quietly, let's talk family, come together and talk. Here we are today, both Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people as one. Kor Wadawurrung land. And I would like to pay respects to any other Aboriginal person that's here and also acknowledge all your ancestors. Now, I have a word for the two teams. Be like a gum tree. Each gum leaf on the gum tree is different. No two gum leaves are the same. The same as all you players are different. And if you all think you don't need each other, imagine a gum tree with that big leaf on the top. He's nothing. So respect each other's talents and use each other. You've done that to get this far. Now, don't think you're better than your team players. You are a team, not a one person out there. Okay, I'm going to say Gubata, take care, and Natni, thanks.
Thank you, Judy. Representing South Barwon today, their coach, Mark Neal, and also their captain, Matthew Caldo. And from Leopold, coach Gary Hocking, and also captain Marcus Thomas. Congratulations to both teams of making the grand final today. I'd now like to call forward AFL Barwon's Communications and Media Coordinator, Cameron Chan, to sing the Australian National Anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every sage advance Australia fair in joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
I'd now like to call forward the 2023 Seniors Grand Final tosser, Richard Holtz, to to toss the coin. I now like to invite forward also captains Matthew Caldo and Marcus Thompson to toss the coin.
So toss of the coin thanks to South Point Garden Supplies. Buzz and Birchie are down in the vicinity. And Richard Holtz with the umpire as well. He's just come across. Umpires today controlling the senior grand final. Hamish Irvin, Josh Brown and Daniel Wilson. And
all the best to both teams.
Marcus Thompson has won the toss and will kick to the Queenscliff Road or Bellarine Highway end in this opening quarter of action. Neildy and Gary Hocking go and shake hands, former teammates, wish each other the best of luck, and we're down there as well this afternoon for Geelong Sports Medicine Centre. Pendulum go.
Plus 13 in the positive is South Barwon. They are plus 64 in the negative. That gives them a swing of 77 over the 18 games, and the final series it's a plus 4 point margin to South Barwon, which means Leopold for me by 1 point, Jason. Shove it up your clucker. Pendulum, it's gone.
Oh, we've got some cracking matchups. Grub Mulroney and the Piano Tuna already into each other. Although Mulroney looks like he'll go to Thompson. James and Wagner. Tate and Madigan in the middle. Kellett and West. Oh, mouth-watering in the centre square. Looks like Stone might have to play a negating role on Todd White from Leopold on South Barwon. This near side wing is a cracking matchup. Hughes and Mayborn. The 2023 GFNL Grand Final is go. Here's Jason Doherty.
Trent West gets it down to Marcus Thompson through the middle to the Piano Tuna. He's ripped off the football, holding the ball. Early decision by the umpire, and South Barwon will take the free kick through Chris Hughes at half-back. He wants to switch the play to the outer side and does so. They play on now. Driver was giving a handball. He's still trying to give a handball. He's trying to draw a player. He does. Gets it past Scott. Gets it around the corner to Starkey. He goes towards half forward. Oh, Marcus Thompson. No, the umpire said it was touched off the boot. And Marcus Thompson was in the tackle, actually having a crack at the umpire, but he's not going to get away with that. There's going to be a ball up at right half forward for the Swans.
We'll keep it on those Wombat Gully Plan Farm matchups. 201 Townsend Road in Mool at Madigan, a handball. Shepherd jams it on the boot for South Barwon inside 50. Rolling ball attacked by Burgess. This is where he likes it. Handball over the top. Mayborn can give it back to Burgess and he can run. He gets himself on the near side logo and handballs back over the top. Williamson, poor handball to Mayborn, missed him. Had to lay a tackle on Hughes. Coming through but leaving it behind. Hutchinson for South Barwon. Taking in a tackle. Dribbled off his boot about a metre. Madigan put head over it. So did Mayborn. Extracted the footy. Then lost it. James came in head down and the umpire said too high the tackle by Mayborn, and Brock Williamson would want that handball back.
James now from centre wing goes to centre half forward, looking for the Matheson medalist, and over the back he comes at it. He can't take it though. That was Caldu. Now at the front of Wagner. He gets it away by hand. Leopold move it towards an open centre wing position. It's going to be a foot race. Patton a long way out. Starkey's got the job on him. They go. Starkey off the ground, goes towards the boundary line. Is that insufficient intent? No, it's not. It is throw it in on centre wing. And we will have a boundaries throw in. And just for every, yes, Tom's just realised too, the clock is not starting on the scoreboard. So we've played
of all
2.5 minutes in this first term on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock.
Geelong Bank opening quarter. Surely West being held in the ruck there, not paid. Thompson, the roving, jammed it on the boot for the Polders. Back with the flight driver. White there as well. Giddings brought it to the front of the pack. Sam Scott tight in the pocket. Left foot kick to about 25 metres out. Stone will sit under it. Couldn't get a handle on the footy. Ball bounces towards Mayborn. He can go back towards Tate. Stepped inside Hughes. Pulled the kick to the left though. Fading back on the goal line. White stopped it from going through for a score. It was actually collared front on by Scott, and there'll be a free kick paid, and he's a bit slow to his feet. Todd White, keep an eye on that. Birchie and Buzz for St John of God. We put you first injury updates. Todd White just landing heavily, but he'll take the free kick, go short to the right back pocket, and Starkey is marked.
So Dylan Starkey, sub end of the ground. Called to play on, goes along the line outside, defensive 50. That's a push in the back. Harris Jennings, umpire said no, falls to the back for Burgess to pick it up on the boundary line. Outside of the right boot, vision was great. Found Brock Williamson, 50 from goal, 45-degree angle.
And this is what Leopold will want. They want to get to the ball with the outside, so if they can win it at the source and get it to the outside, Williamson, Burgess, get the ball in their hands, that's where they're going to be really dangerous going inside forward 50.
An influence last week too, Brock Williamson against St Mary's. With his partner in crime, Mitch Burgess. He is 50 from goal. Southern end, Queenscliff Highway, end of the ground. He goes short. That's bad checking. That's way too easy. Ollie Tate was able to fill a space about 15 metres in front of where Williamson was, and he'll line up from 40 out directly in front now.
Birchie, is that breeze swung around? Is that coming a bit more from the southeast now than from a more sort of the west or easterly or northeasterly direction?
Yeah, it certainly is. Those flags across the outer side are facing the other way, so he's sort of against the breeze here with his kick.
Tate, right foot kick, has missed everything, I think. It goes close to the behind post, and in fact doesn't make the distance, and the mark has been taken by Rowan Goff for South Bar on the last line of defence.
Just holding up into the breeze as Goff sends a kick very wide, and gee, set a task, but the mark taken well by Driver there. Handball off. Starkey inside defensive 50, just checked his kick, but he overcooked it in the end. Would have been better to drive it long or go shorter. It was marked by West, who gave it to Burgess. High ball, holds in the breeze, set for Sheehan from behind. Man in front though, I reckon will be paid the mark. And it was a good grab by Driver too. Hamlin hanger contender. Sheehan had to bring it to ground. Wanted to mark from behind, and Driver stood tall. He gives a handball off, and Starkey will clear again to that outer side.
He goes now long. Bosley, in fact, it was Duray was out there. He might be able to pick it up as well. Back in the team for the grand final. Gets a right foot kick towards half forward. Fort comes across. Got two against him. Noffy was one. Falls to the front though. The kick around the corner from Carmody. It was smothered. Comes back still at half forward. In fact, it's over the shoulder. Umpire has picked a free kick. Going to be South Barwon's, not Cunningham's. And getting up, taking his time too. I think it's Callard who gives away by hand to Cunningham. Goes inside 50 with the kick. Bosley goes up and takes the mark. No, umpire said didn't hold it, didn't control it for long enough. And it's off hands, and he'll come in and ball it up. About 25 out from the South Barwon goal.
Well, a couple of high flyers, Nofi and Bosley matching up on each other. It's a couple of big fellas in the air there.
West tapped down to Thompson, who released a handball to Stone. Stone tried to put it into space for Jennings, who ran into trouble. Can't free the arms to get rid of the footy. It's a good tackle laid by both Duray and also Shepherd, and inside 50 they get another stoppage. So meaningful inside 50 for South Barwon here. Not allowing Leopold to exit easily. Ball allowed to hit the ground as West blocked the run of Callett. Madigan wrapped up in a tackle going nowhere. And we'll get a ball up about 50 out from the South Barwon goal, just right of centre. Tap down west of Leopold. Madigan there. South Barwon, good handball on the up. Cunningham. Duray jammed it on his left boot. Been busy early. Calder and Fort, they spoil each other. Here was Trent Thompson. He couldn't take it. Carmody nearly pulled off the footy. Came again, ran into Pepper, one of the premiership players from 2016 for Leopold. There's four of them out there. Thompson, Patton, Scott and Pepper. Actually, make it five. Wagner's out there as well, trying to add to their premiership success of 2016.
Ball up, Fort going against West. West gets it down there. Is Pepper. Got his foot free. Could only go short. It's okay, though. They're out Kilpatrick. Short little kick outside 50. Scott picks it up. Gives it away to Williamson, who gets away on his left and goes with a kick towards half forward. Patton on a long lead. Can he get away from Starkey? He can't. Starkey's got him. And he collects him and he drops the footy. Great work, Dylan Starkey, in Mitch Patton's back pocket. And he's taking the free kick at right half back.
He's got a big job on Patton all day today. He's got to be on his game from start to finish, Starkey.
Wombat Gully Plan Farm matchup it is. It's a high ball towards half forward. Big spoil. Trent Thompson from about 8 deep. Got it fisted forward 15 metres. South Barwon with numbers front of the pack, although it's out of bounds. And we'll get a boundary throw in. Head over the footy was Kelly O'Neill, but had it knocked from his grasp. We'll get a boundary throw in. Port Phillip Ferry's time clock 7 minutes gone. Still no score in the opening quarter on the K-Rock Geelong Bank scoreboard of the 2023 GFNL Grand Final. Hope you're enjoying the call on K-Rock Footy. Here's Jason Doherty.
Trent West gets it down to the side of the pack. Kilpatrick ripped off the football. O'Neill over the top of it, wrapped up. He's not going anywhere. The umpire will come in and ball it up on centre wing. Big crowd on the opposite side of the ground. They're standing 25 deep.
Big's understatement.
Amazing. So West from the ruck contest inside 50. Get it away. The mark was taken by Scott. He goes towards Billy Ritchie and he kicks the first goal of the grand final. Billy Ritchie had a great end to the preliminary final last week and puts the first score of the afternoon on the board. It is 1 straight 6 Leopold. They lead South Barwon yet to score. Geelong Bank, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard, Geelong Bank's 1-2 home loan. 1% less for 2 years.
And that's where Leopold are going to be dangerous in this game of footy. If they can keep that ball going forward, and you've already seen snippets of it that the ball's going forward on all occasions. They just need to get the ball inside their forward 50. South Barwon's full ground defensive zone is really impressive. So if you keep that ball going forward, move it off the lines, it's going to really penetrate that defensive structure.
Weston Callett in the middle. West got front position, won the tap forward 15 metres. Tate to run onto it. Other way came Peters. He couldn't take it. Tate head over it, tried to pick it, release the footy, lost it in the tackle, and it fell for O'Neill of South Barwon. A long ball to a one-on-one. Fort and Caldu were there. Spoiled away from both of those. Cross now back behind the footy. Unlike last week, getting in low. Caldu handball into the shins of, looked like Cross, who then gave a handball off. The kick by Justin, too wide out there for Kilpatrick. We'll get a boundary throw in. It looks like a Harvey Norman sofa has appeared on the true centre wing position on the outer side, and they've had to do a scoreboard reset, and they've finally got the score on the board for Leopold. 1 straight 6 thanks to Geelong Bank and their 1-2 home loan, 1% less for 2 years. No score, South Barwon, and we've played about 9 minutes.
Callett takes it on the ruck line, turns, gives it away to Madigan. Bit of candy. Madigan towards centre half forward. Fort behind Thompson on this occasion for Leopold. Ball spills free back towards the Matheson medalist. He gives it away now. A set of hands to Callett. Goes inside 50. Great left foot kick. Bosley was on a lead. Noffy couldn't do anything. And Andrew Bosley will shoot for goal from 35 outside angle.
Just the opposite for the big ruckman, if you don't mind. I'll drop it on the left and I'll pop it in front. Yeah, I'll pop it off in front of me forward.
Andrew Bosley's 100th game today, I believe.
Correct.
So a chance for him to put the first score of the afternoon on the board for South Barwon and tie things up in the 2023 Blood Toyota GFNL Grand Final. He comes in. He's not going to do it with that. That's a terrible kick. I can kick it better than that, and that's through just for one
Settle
behind.
down.
Hang on, we might have to have a kick-off at quarter time.
Well, we're more than happy to, because that was in the books as terrible. One behind Leopold, South Barwon. Leopold 1 straight 6. Geelong Bank K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Tate wants the corridor, asking a lot of Noffy, who flew, couldn't mark, but he knocked it into the path of Wagner. The piano tuner on song early. Handball to Jennings. Jennings gave it to Stone. Stone's low ball missed Scott, although he trapped it okay. Handball Ritchie. Handball Wagner. Wagner steps through driver. Handball release. Just missed Scott. Can knock it on to Jennings on the up. Got a handball on the bounce. Jennings a quick release. Here's Wagner again. Giving it to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick to the pocket. Got Giddings marking. Or is it Patton take the pick? Patton stolen it away. I reckon Giddings had first hands on it. That's what's being argued.
He's like a thief.
Yeah, he's got to give it back. He is.
Connor Giddings.
He's a thief in the night, wasn't he?
Tidy it up, Mitch. Tidy it up.
I like it.
Man on the mark stands about 30 from goal, right in front of the South Barwon coach's box. Do you reckon Neildy's giving Connor Giddings some advice?
Just a touch. Left goalpost, right goalpost.
Well, it has to be right goalpost, left goalpost, you would think. Breeze coming across the ground in a sort of southeasterly direction. Tight angle. Connor Giddings. Oh, whoa, wow. Not bad, but across the face. He actually pushed it in the end. And through for a minor score margin. Again, 6. 1-1-7 Leopold. South Barwon. 1 behind. First quarter K-Rock Geelong Bank scoreboard. Geelong Bank's 1-2 home loan. 1% less for 2 years. Check out geelongbank.com.au.
Cod White from full back for South Barwon. Goes to the outer side with the kick looking for Fort. Thompson right next to him off their hands. Andrew Pepper comes over just to give Fraser Fort an introduction for the afternoon.
Yeah, some really good matchups, isn't there, all over the ground today? And that's what, if you get the right matchup, then you're going to keep yourself in the game.
Callett. Boundary umpire throws that past everybody, really. It's gone in the middle of the ground and a free kick for a hole. So it's going to go to Pitcher, who goes across the face, across the ground to Maybaum, who kept his width on centre wing. Broadcast side, takes a bounce, now goes to the right foot kick, lowers his eyes to Kilpatrick. They're moving now. Marcus Thompson from 50. He goes to the top of the square.
Speaking of great kicks.
Sensational kick.
That's elite.
Just vision.
Skipper.
Absolute elite vision.
And finds Sam Scott 20 out directly in front.
It's all right to execute that skill, that's a highly skilled kick, but to have that vision and that decision making in that split moment under pressure, it's elite level.
So a chance for Leopold, second of the afternoon. Sam Scott 20 out, southern end of the ground. Great kick, Marcus Pup Thompson. Put it on his chest. He goes through. He made the goal umpire work for everything, but it is through. And they go to 2-1-13 now, Leopold. They lead South Barwon 1 behind Geelong Bank, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard and the experts share thanks to the Sporting Globe, Geelong's home of the finals. Here's Matt Kershaw.
We've mentioned it, and we're going to mention it again throughout the day, the way that Leopold can win this game of footy, and it's to get the ball to the outside. And we saw Mayborn, you mentioned it in the call, Jace, held his width. It's really important on this ground to hold your width, and if you can get the ball to the outside, use your runners, you'll get ample inside forward 50s. And this forward line, they can kick goals. We know that, so that's the style of play they're going to have to play all day.
Ross and Fort doing the ruck work, and it's grabbed out of the ruck by Ford. He bangs it on the boot to half forward, fisted away from Mulroney. And they'll attack off half back here. Leopold Jennings got it to Pitcher. That was stolen away by O'Neill. Burgess reefed it away from Carmody and said, I'm out of here with a bounce at half back. He runs through the middle of Memorial Park, kicks on the outside of the right boot into the path of a teammate loping up. It's the Undertaker. Sheehan gave it back to the piano tuner Wagner, and Leopold get it forward. Richie sees Patton on a lead, goes further, sets it up. Giddings, front of the pack. Oh, Stone taking high play on. Handball, Scott, too much on it for Patton on the bounce, although he reefed it away from Goff, and then he's taken in a two-man tackle and drilled by Starkey into the turf about 30 metres out from goal. Gee, when they get it out with Burgess, they look good, Leopold. They're flicking it around nicely.
So ball up, 30 out from the Leopold goal. Cross in the ruck, gives it back. Williamson off a step, left foot kick, right to the goal line. Goff plays goalkeeper for South Barwon, and Giddings has to come back on the mark, giving some space. So Rowan Goff, in Kirsch's team of the year, goes outside 50, and that's why he was. Fraser Duray on the chest at defensive 50, back in the team. He goes towards centre wing, turn the ball over, cross, standing in front of Fraser Fort, and he gives away by a hand. Williamson now off a step towards centre half forward, just lowering the eyes again. Billy Ritchie's taken the mark. Williamson left to come back.
That's a mark.
Yeah, he wanted to play on Brock Williamson, but it's coming back to Ritchie at centre half forward.
His kick now sets it up to a lead, and he's put it onto the chest of Sheehan. And the Undertaker has a chance to give his team a 3-goal buffer early. They kicked the first goal of the grand final through Sam Hughes in the opening minute last year, but nary did anything else offensively for the rest of the afternoon, did the Polders. But right now they're dominating, and they're kicking, we think, slightly into a breeze in this opening term. Man on the mark stands 40 from goal. Sheen will kick from about 47. Got a good piece of it
kick.
And has drilled it.
That's a lovely kick.
Lammy's Tavern goal of the afternoon. The Polders jump to an 18-point lead on the first quarter. K-Rock Geelong Bank scoreboard. Geelong Bank's 1-2 home loan, 1% less for 2 years. And here's Matt Kershaw for the Sporting Globe.
We've seen over the last couple of weeks what South Barwon's been really impressive with, and that's their defensive zone. And at the moment, they can't get their defensive zone sort of structured up because Leopold are just moving the ball too quick. So, like we said, they're flicking it around, they're getting it to the outside, they're using the runners, they're running carry, they're overlap, getting into their forward line quick, and it's open. They've got space.
Fort takes it out of the ruck contest. Right foot kick up the chimney towards centre half forward. Oh, kept his eye on the ball and took a great mark. That was Lockie Noble. He gives it away quickly. They go inside towards the top of the square. Caldu can't take it. Kick around the corner. Came from Broughton. He nearly decapitated the boundary umpire with the kick. Wow. Was 3 for 1 behind. So they double their score, the Swans. They're moving the ball quickly when they can get it. South Barwon, they just haven't got enough of it at the moment. 2 behinds. They trail Leopold 3-1-19. Geelong Bank. K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Look better with Fort in the ruck.
Yeah.
They've got to get him in the game, don't they? They've got to try and get him some touches, get him the feel of the game.
Jet Matthews drives a ball towards half back, crosses his target. Jennings got up but couldn't hang on for Leopold. Peters for South Barwon off the hands of the pack, spun in the tackle. White took it, his kick ricocheted. Now clearing kick pitcher to half forward and onto the chest of Giddings. Handball release, Williamson running in waves. It's a green and gold tsunami. Kick inside 50. Patton positions himself. Starkey with the spoil, recovers the best. James overran the footy, helping him out but taken high. Free kick will come. I think Shepherd is underneath all of that. And he will take the resultant free kick. Austin Shepherd for the Swans. He goes laterally with the kick to right half back, and Driver is marked.
Goes to Cunningham by hand. He wheels and goes on the centre wing position. Goes towards half forward. Needs a mark. Matty Caldu takes it for him. The dual Matheson medalist plays on from 65 out, top of the square with the kick. Thompson over the back. Trent Thompson, Hamlin hanger. Got his hands up and took it and gave it away to K-Rock's own. Jet Matthews runs through the back pocket. Handball. Standing start cross. Thought about the handball. Back to Matthews. Oh, no, they've mucked it up there. And good defensive play by Chris Hughes for South Barwon to keep it inside their forward 50. And we're going to have a boundary thrown about 40 around from their goal. They're 2 behinds. Leopold 3-1-19. And we have played 17.5 in this first term. Port Phillip Ferry's time clock.
Cracking crowded here at Leopold Memorial Park, standing room only. Tap one down out the back, it comes for O'Neill. He gives a handball to Noble, he gives a handball to James. James under pressure, tries to pull the kick around the corner to the goal square. Back with the fly to the footy. Will the mark be paid?
Yep.
Yes. Another strong defensive mark. Trent Thompson has been good early for the Polders. Short he goes to Marcus Thompson, no relation. Different parts of the map. The Marcus Thompson's from Balmoral, the Trent Thompsons from down on the peninsula here. Long ball, fought front position, couldn't mark off the hands of the pack. Noffy, Stone through traffic, just jammed it on the boot. Foot race now, rolling ball, attacked by Driver, fumbled the inopportune time, opened the door. Williamson, a bounce, sees something out the corner of his eye. Maybaum missed him with the kick. Maybaum will lead O'Neill to the footy. O'Neill will do well to shut him down because it'll become a 2-on-1 with Richie to come and help out. Williamson wants that kick back, I reckon, and O'Neill has done wonderfully well, and now a free kick paid, and it's going to Kelly O'Neill. No, it's going the other way. Umpire pointed the wrong way. Maybaum comes up with it, but Leopold should have kicked a goal out of that.
Yeah, they dodged the bullet there, South Barwon, that entry inside forward 50.
Maybaum now, 55 from goal, puts it to the top of the square. He wants Giddings, who goes up. Sheehan's there as well. He can't take a Goff. Taps it away, still under pressure. Coming across, Mulroney puts on a big tackle. Bosley spills free. Swans might be away. Hughes' handball back inboard. Mulroney, oh bang! Whack straight Thompson. Marcus puts the tackle on. That is holding the ball. Great tackle. And Andrew Pepper tells him all about it as well. Lockie Middleton and Marcus Thompson will take the free kick at right half forward.
He could have put Lockie Middleton in the next week. But he didn't. He waited for him to take possession and laid a wonderful tackle. Now the kick. He sets it up looking for a mark. Won't get one, although mark dropped by Peters of South Barwon might open the door for Patton. Ball under the pack. Patton can't release. Peters can't release. Umpire says, I'll take it. 40 metres out at the the southern end of the ground. Queenscliff Road end. And the umpire will put it into the air. Leopold 3-1-19. They lead by 17 on the first quarter. K-Rock Geelong Bank scoreboard. South are 2 behind.
Fort gets it down to Williamson. He's wrapped up straight away. And the umpire will come in and ball up. About 35 out from the Leopold goal. Been doing all the attacking in this first term. West gets it down. Thompson can't take it with him. Goff the other way. Was that a hold? The umpire says yes. The trailing umpire says it was a hold. And it's going to come back to Rowan Goff for South Barwon. And Paul Patrick's not going to help him out and give him the footy back. So Goffy tells him all about it. In fact, the free kick's going to be off the ball. So the hold was off the contest. And now it's going to go. Middleton goes for South Barwon long. Looking for Caldo. Was that a push? The umpire said yes, it was. And right below the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7, it's going to be Connor Giddings with a free kick for Leopold.
They've just settled better, haven't they, Leopold? They're not using the ball well at all. They're fumbly, South Barwon, whereas Leopold are controlled with their ball movement.
Giddings to drive Leopold into attack. A long ball, a high ball. Sheehan will come with a run over the top. Couldn't mark. Goff at the front had it stolen away from him by Williamson. Umpire says, give it to me. I will ball it up. 40 out again from the Leopold goal. Said that a few times in this opening term, thanks to Geelong Bank. Fort and West to the ruckwork. West winning the tap down. Williamson the roving, but was under pressure, so he lost the footy. West, good tackle laid by Middleton, and that's holding the ball against Trent West. And Middleton will take the free kick, looking to add a GFNL premiership to the GDFNL one. He won with Bannockburn last year. Handball off to Shepherd. Shepherd a high kick to the middle, a one-on-one. Maybaum and Geray. Geray from behind had to spoil. Tate at the front had a fumble at the opportune time. Geray tried to basketball dribble it, but Tate took it. Wagner onto the chest of Giddings, who marks on the lead. 35 out from goal. Logan Wagner, pre-Werribee, would have blazed away.
Yep.
Post-Werribee, learned some stuff onto the chest of a teammate.
And we spoke about it earlier, didn't we, Kingy, about the change in his elite level, and that is, you know, that decision-making that you're talking about. But that one-on-one contest by Maybaum then was critical. And then obviously Tate, he beat 4 of them there. Tate.
Yeah, I thought Geray might have had him cooked under that high ball. Connor Giddings has a behind. 9 Matheson medal votes. 1 against South Barwon in round 11. Close to the man on the mark. He kicks from 40 and he has threaded it. No, just missed to the right. 2 behinds for Connor Giddings in this opening term. Margin 18. First quarter, K-Rock Geelong Bank scoreboard. Leopold 3-2-20. South Barwon 2 behinds.
Todd White kicks it in and it's okay. Looks for and finds Noble at defensive 50. Goal umpire Rowan Goff was very good there too, instructing the goal umpire that it was a behind. He gets it now, Rowan Goff, back from Noble, runs through 50, tries to get it to James. Oh, Williamson, one-hander. Oh, Hamlin hanger. Little bit of candy from Brock Williamson. 55 from goal, gives it to Mitch Burgess, runs through 50, high to top of the square, all South Barwon there, over the head of driver, in fact, and lets it go over the back of himself and through and over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in about 20 around from the Leopold goal. They're 3-2-20. They lead South Barwon 2 behinds, and we've played 22 minutes in this first term.
Ball hurled back into play. West fought. West palms it back into the corridor over his head, but driver was there. Handball turned over. Sam Scott will run onto the loose footy. Snaps a left foot kick around the body. Sitting under it, Hutchinson and Fort. They miscommunicated. Fort knocked it away from Hutchinson, and Goff happy to run it through for a rush behind. And there is a sign of a team under siege for the moment.
They are.
3-3-21. Leopold, South Barwon 2 behinds. 24 minutes played on the Port Phillip Ferries first quarter time clock.
Todd White goes into the back pocket, finds Jake Peters. Just want to settle the play down in those last 4 or 5 minutes of his first term. He wants to switch the play. Dangerous kick to Noble over his head. And the man with 2 first names, Luke Justin, bared down on that.
Have we called him yet?
No, but that kick was forced by no movement up the ground, so their bigs aren't representing down the line, so they've got nothing to kick to. So that is why they forced that switch.
And Kirsch, it's really noticeable here at ground level how much more powerful Leopold are with their running power through packs. It's very noticeable down here.
So a boundary throw in, 55 around from the Leopold goal. West gets it down to Wagner. Handball over his head. Coming the other way though, Todd White clearing kick, torpedo punt, gets some distance. Bosley's got 2 on him. Noffy, Thompson from behind. They do the 1-2 double act, and Trent Thompson gets it, goes wide towards the piano tuner, and Wagner takes the mark.
Ooh, he gives a little shrug off
a little
too.
shimmy. He's tuning up nicely, and he gives it to the man with 2 first names, Luke Justin, on centre wing for Leopold.
He's got it on the GFNL logo, standing very brightly, the blue and white on the greenish backdrop. He sends a kick. It's a helicopter towards half forward. Noffy flew against Giddings, didn't need to. Giddings was set to take it. Caldu, great tackle. Burgess, that'll be holding the ball, I suspect. Caldu acted as if he might have been taken high, and I don't think he was. I think Burgess got low on him and laid the tackle. It's been a tough opening quarter. Burgess already with the head bandage. Handball off. Justin streaming by. Sends a better kick inside 50 this time. Riley Stone the target. Front of the pack. Driver will get a free kick. Was taken high over the shoulder, and he will hold the fort for the moment for South Barwon. But geez, Leopold actually, well, there's a bit going on in back play.
Dropped him, isn't it?
Middleton is going to be a free kick. It's going to be about 20 metres forward of where a Leopold player, who I think's Brock Williamson on his haunches, gets to his feet now. Lockie Middleton was the player near the incident. Can't be certain what he was involved in there, but it's enough for the umpire, non-controlling.
Sorry, King, there's been a bit going on with Brock Williamson and a few of the South Barwon players, plenty of verbal and a few of the stoppages inside their forward 50 earlier in the quarter, whether that's related or not.
Thank you for that, Buzz. Keep an eye on what's happening down there to Brock Williamson, who seems to be okay for St John of God. Sammy Scott from 35 out directly in front has kicked his second, and they've gone to a 4-goal buffer. 4-3-27 on the first quarter. K-Rock Geelong Bank scoreboard. South Barwon 2 behinds, and we think that Leopold are kicking maybe into a slight breeze in this opening term that on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock has gone 27 minutes. Jane Birchall down boundary side for Geelong Sports Medicine Centre. I know you're around the Leopold throng. They must be making a lot of noise under that shelter.
They certainly are. Yep, they're up and about, that's for sure. So, the siren just can't come quick enough for South Barwon. They need time to regroup.
So back to the middle. West back in it against Callett through the middle. Marcus Thompson trying to get it to Wagner. He's got to put the tackle on in the end. Middleton tries to break free. He and Wagner are going at each other. That is like worth the price of admission itself, I reckon. Callett gets a second tap down. Rove though by Jennings. His handball. Thompson gave it away beautifully. The piano tuner outboard to Maybaum. He goes through centre wing to half forward and drills the kick to the Undertaker, who takes the mark 50 from goal on the boundary line. Plays on quickly. Goes to the top of the square. Tries to get over a couple. Now Peters. Clearing kick for South Barwon. Out towards Jennings against Cunningham on centre wing. Jennings for Leopold. Leopold went right, then went back left, goes back in board. The kick dangerous, but Tev Noffey put the hands up and said, look at me, I'm a Lego character, and I took the mark.
Yeah, well, you got the number 1 and number 3 intercept teams in the competition for the year, so that's why we're seeing these great defensive marks behind the ball.
Noffey goes back to Jennings laterally, and that's quarter time. And as Jane Birch said for Geelong Sports Medicine Centre, it couldn't come soon enough for South Barwon. They find themselves having to play from 25 points behind at quarter time. It's 4-3-27 Leopold. South Barwon 2 behinds, quarter time here at Leopold Memorial Park. And there is a massive crowd here on a Saturday afternoon to decide the 2023 Blood Toyota Cup GFNL Premiership team. We'll take a break, come back, we'll collect our breaths after a frantic opening term here at Leopold. It's the Polders by 25 in chase of their second GFNL Senior Premiership. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. We've got you. Live, breathe. K-Rock footy.
Geelong's favourite way to wake up.
Rob Maybaum playing on a wing on this side of the ground. This time we love Kelly O'Neill for a matchup for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. Geelong Sports Medicine Centre, your ultimate destination for health, fitness and recovery. Great work by Birchie and Buzz, getting us some insights from Neildy and Robbie Maybaum. I love the insights player-wise, just about where they see things for the moment, but still a lot of footy to be played, and I like that comment. Don't let the scoreboard control your emotion. And the other thing is, it's 25 points. Let's break it down. Let's get it back to 12 or 15 at half-time.
Correct.
Let's get it, maybe take the lead in the third quarter late. Don't try and reel in 25 points all in one go, Kirsch.
That's a good point, Kingy. You don't need to kick the first 5 and get yourself back in this contest. You just got to grind away at it. But most importantly, they've got to get their hands on the ball. So if they can start doing that, then the scoreboard will take care of itself. But some really good messages there from both coaches, and it's almost how we wrapped it up, exactly how the game is going. So see what happens this time. But South Barwon have got to respond. That's as simple as that.
Off the personal KFC Twitter, Richard from Werribee listening this afternoon. Just wanted to know who the Undertaker was. So Will Sheehan is the Undertaker. We've dubbed him that because William Sheehan has a funeral home in Drysdale, and we've dubbed him the Undertaker as having the same name for the product from Birchip Watcham up in the northwest of the state. Second quarter underway. Thanks to Harvey Norman. Here's Jace.
Yes, West gets it down towards Marcus Thompson. Leopold start the same as they finish the first. Now over the top, Tate gets it to Wagner, the piano tuner. That's it for you, Grubby. Goes back towards the right forward pocket, coming across Starkey. And it will be out of bounds. Right forward pocket for the Lions.
So Mark Neal spoke about how they're getting first out of the stoppages. The very first contest, Thompson wins, gets it to Wagner to the outside. The winger held their width as well.
Underway in this second term. Port Phillip Ferry's time clock ticking past a minute. Ball back into play, right forward pocket. Kellett from behind, winning it maybe down against Giddings. Wagner tried to knock it down, but South Barwon have numbers around the footy, including big Kellett. Tried to take on Scott, freed the arms and then jammed it on the boot towards half-back. Cunningham had to be strong in their hands, had it knocked away by Burgess. White to help him out. Left foot kick, though, is out of bounds on the full. And even Todd White just feeling the heat a little bit. Usually a good exponent with either side of the body. Just on the left foot there, putting that into the crowd on the outer wing. It is a massive crowd.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Short kick is marked by Wagner that came from Riley Stone. Spent some time in the VFL this year, Stone. Wagner, Short and Thompson has marked, just 4 to the wing. Thompson turns and sends a kick towards the leader. Patton, wonderful take. It was coming in like a tracer bullet, and he was vice-like in clutching it, and now gets 50 as well, and he'll be marched to the line, and he'll kick his first, and they'll lead by more than 5 goals.
Dylan Starkey gave him one as well.
He did,
he took the mark.
Yeah, he gave him a little rib tickler.
Little rib tickler just to go on with it. Mitchie laughed at him too.
Yeah. I tell you what, Marcus Thompson, that ball went 4 metres off the ground.
He might not win one medal this week, but he might win another.
Yeah, exactly. I know which one he'd prefer.
He might actually win 2 today.
That's what I mean.
If he's not careful.
Yep.
And Mitch Patton kicks his first of the grand final, and that is his 56th of the season. He now has 12 goals for the finals, and Leopold now hold a very, very handy buffer, and they hold that buffer to the tune of 31 points. They're 5-3-33. South Barwon are 2 behinds in this second term, thanks to Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Yeah, South Barwon there, their wingers are not holding their width, so we know that Leopold's are, but the wingers are coming into the contest, so they're trying to outnumber them in the contest, but Leopold have the ability to get it to the outside.
Kellett tried to go up early. West got it down. Now Tate for Leopold. His handball out to the man with 2 first names. Justin comes back in ball with a left, goes with a spearing pass towards Sheehan. It's over his head. The Undertaker goes back towards half forward. Ball runs away with the breeze and across the ground before Starkey can get there for South Barwon. And at left half forward for the Lions, northern end of the ground, we're going to have a boundary throw in. West has come over with Callett to do the ruck work. Short boundary throw in. West tried to kick it out in mid-air. Thompson at the front. Madigan breaks free. His handball to O'Neill. South Barwon going towards centre wing. Pepper over the back. Caldo comes over. Play on, said the umpire, and he's hurt himself too in the back, and Pepper told him all about it as well. And he's just the Asian provocateur, Andrew Pepper, isn't he?
He is.
And it's a ball up on centre wing. It's a free kick to Matty
The
Caldo.
non-controlling umpire has seen Pepper drop it wasn't much in it, but he's dropped a little knee into Caldo. If you don't need to do that.
No, silly.
Caldo's short. He just missed Cunningham, although he knocked it to his own advantage. Good tackle, laid Stone. No, high is the call. And now advantage. Shepherd thought about it and is told, get behind your mark. Yeah. I think Pepper's experience has seen him brought back in the last couple of weeks. Played in the Premiership in 2016, one of only 5 remaining from that team that knocked over St Mary's at GMHBA Stadium. Cunningham sends it towards forward 50. Fort, Caldo, neither can get a handle on it. Burgess to clean up for Leopold. Fires a handball to Tate. Had to stretch for it. Release. Wagner's been everywhere this afternoon. Sends a kick very, very wide. All alone, Sheehan steps inside Goff. Sends a kick towards the forward pocket. Giddings his target. Too much on it. Thompson out the back to pick up the loose footy. They'll come from everywhere to try and break him down. Oh, he broke the ankles of Starkey. Handball on the bounce for Giddings, though. Wasn't on cue. And it's out of bounds. Boundary throw in. Oh, wow. Dylan Starkey was like a crossover Allen Iverson NBA style right there. And he took him to the basket and he's left him in his wake. But fortuitously for South Barwon, they don't concede a goal. We've got a boundary throw in left forward pocket.
Callett tries to work his way to the front. Doesn't hit both ruckman. James over the top of it for South Barwon. Ball and he in the tackle from Marcus Thompson. We're going to have a ball up 30 out from the Leopold goal. Callett takes West off the footy through the middle. The piano tuner. He was going to go left foot, then he comes back to Maybaum off a step, right foot kick. He got tumbled over by Cunningham at the end.
Oh, Pepper.
Andrew Pepper is just over there, just getting into him, and they're not happy with him.
They're into Pepper.
Yeah, they're into Pepper. And the ball is down the ground after the kick. Mitchie Patton's not mucking around. He just goes back and kicks a goal. So his second was pretty easy from the goal square. And the 6th for South Barwon. They go to, for Leopold. They go to 6-3-39. They lead South Barwon 2 behinds. Harvey Norman K-Rock second quarter scoreboard. Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Pepper's been pesty, but he's actually got in the head of a few of them because some other players ran some distance to get into him then. So he's already got a few of them rattled. He's just got to watch the line and make sure he doesn't go too far and cross it. He's got Jesse Lothian-like.
He's got him off the bit.
He's got him off the bit a bit. Indeed he has. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes for the remaining of the quarter.
West and Callett go at it in the middle. Callett over the top one, the tap down. Here's Thompson, couldn't get a kick away. Madigan's good pressure. Callett don't argue on Tate, and they go inside forward 50. Rare occasion. Noffy sets himself. Oh, did he take the mark? No. Ball spills, but Burgess there to clean up. Handball to Jennings. Jennings gives it now to Maybaum. Maybaum just jams it on the boot around the corner. Wagner getting forward of Madigan. Gave a handball to Burgess, who's away. Near side wing with a bounce. Cuts back inboard. Sends a kick inside forward 50. Wants Sheehan back with the flight. Couldn't mark. Driver off the hands of the pack. Release for Hutchinson. Ball bounced away from him. Stolen by Patton. Good tackle laid. Hutchinson. And it's paid holding the ball.
Can't pay that, Irvine.
And it's been paid as a free kick by Hamish Irvin.
Jeez.
And Andrew Hutchinson with the resultant free kick in the left back pocket, because as soon as Patton stole it, he was wrapped up.
Exactly.
So Hutchinson with the free kick, left back pocket, out of side.
Goes towards half-back with the kick. Fort in front from behind. He was there, but Harris Jennings was in front and he came down heavily. He took the Hamlin hanger to start with, but he's given himself a bit of a seeing to.
Puff team for air out of him.
Richie gives him the handball now to Justin. Breaks a tackle. 55 from goal. Luke Justin, left foot kick. Has kicked it behind.
It's still in.
Well, it's still in play. In fact, it hasn't gone through. I think it might have gone through. No, it went through. He did signal
did he?
the goal umpire.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did the old tap of the chest to say, that's my signal here.
It's the Lammy's Tavern point of the day. From Luke Justin. He's one behind. They go to 6 4:40 Leopold, they lead South Barwon 2 behinds Harvey Norman K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard.
Todd White directing traffic, beckoning somebody to come at him now. He sends a kick towards the half-back flank, looking long for his skipper. Caldu over the top, took a nice mark. Then he hit the ground running, turned and kicked. Found a marking target in Hughes. Hughes the handball off to the run of Shepherd. Gave a handball off, although under pressure they've turned it over at half-back. Chance now for Williamson for Leopold. Laterally the kick. Oh, Justin got called out of it by Ritchie and played on quickly to Pepper. Pepper to the pocket. Patton on a lead has marked. Mitch Patton has kicked 2 and he's looking for a third, and he says, stuff yous, I'm not passing this.
Sam Scott was really good in that contest, and he actually feigned to go the mark and made a little bit of space for Patton to lead into.
Patton with 2. 57 for the season from 20 starts. Won't be at Leopold next year. He's heading north, as we revealed on K-Rock Footy with Mitch a couple of weeks ago.
Right in front of the South Barwon faithful out there. They're loud too.
He will let them know about it if he kicks it. He'll kick from 48 metres. He got under it and he has missed to the right.
He thinks it's a goal.
Yeah, and so did his teammates on the goal line. 2-1 for Mitchie Patton. Margin is 39. Leopold dominant through the first quarter and a bit. And the scoreboard even thought it was a goal. They've got the graphic going, but it's not. And there's a turnover from the kick-in, Jace.
Marcus Thompson now the other way. Todd White's had to go and fix it up for South Barwon, and then they've turned it over.
Yeah.
And the Undertaker's taken it at left half forward for Leopold. He drives it back in. Short little kick, missed the target. Over the back, Williamson. Now Kilpatrick got free hands. Now over the back, they can't pick it up though. Through the middle, Sam Scott's kick was partly smothered. Goes to the right forward pocket. Kick again came from Noble.
Oh, it took his head off.
Absolutely way too high. And that's going to be a free
Williamson,
kick.
is it?
Yep.
Jeez, he's been good.
And
He has been unbelievable.
He's going to get up after Dawn Madigan gets up and gets his arm from around his neck. And Brock Williamson is going to shoot for goal from 30 out. 45-degree angle for his first of the afternoon, and the 7th for Leopold.
He was wearing Doyle Madigan's arm as a scarf, Jason.
He was. He's been great here. Mitch Burgess again this afternoon. Brock Williamson. And northern end of the ground, he is going to have a set shot from 30 out.
This is panic stations for South Barwon if he kicks this.
Now, because the margin is 39 and it's going to be 45 in just a minute. He comes in. Goal umpire, very theatrical, waited forever and then said it is a goal. So Brock Williamson
Brock wasn't sure either.
has put his first on the board. And there is some danger for South Barwon right now, because they are trailing Leopold 7-5-47. South Barwon 2 behinds Harvey Norman K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Jace, the trouble is, and the danger is, that they actually can't get multiple possessions in a row. They can't maintain possession to get the ball going forward. And when they do, it's under pressure and it's a turnover.
West won the tap down. Roving done, and the free kick paid to Lockie Noble. He's gone into the centre square for the moment. Just can't get any drive.
And there's been a change too. Kingy Fort's gone behind the footy. Hutchison's been thrown forward.
Thank you for that, Josh Conway. Keeping an eye on that Wombat Gully Plant Farm match-up. Inside 50, front of the pack. O'Neill dragged down to the tackle. Trent Thompson took the challenge of Middleton, dragged to ground. We'll get a ball up, 45 out from goal. Jane Birch and Josh Conway, boundary side for Geelong Sports Medicine Centre this afternoon. Your ultimate destination for health, fitness and recovery. Tap down West, Roving, done by Billy Ritchie. Dumped as he released the footy, but it got to Wagner, who was then brought down by Broughton, who we've barely called this afternoon, and we'll get a ball up. West and Callett to go at it again. West winning the tap down. Cunningham the Roving jams it on the boot for South Barwon inside forward 50. Rolling ball. Noffy saw Bosley off it towards the pocket. It rolls. Pepper there, happy for the boundary line. And it's on. Pepper and Cunningham. Cunningham goes to ground. Boundary throw in. Umpires blown the whistle and given away a free kick against Andrew Pepper. So Pepper's just got to be careful. You don't want to do anything that might just spark South Barwon. You might as well just play the game on your terms, leading by 45 points.
Yeah, we did mention don't cross the line, and I think giving away a free kick in your defensive 50 to give South Barwon an opportunity to score is crossing that line a little bit.
It's being an agent provocateur and there's being an idiot.
Yeah, correct.
And that was a bit idiotic.
That was a nasty one too. It was right onto the concrete. Missed the grass, but right into the gutter.
So Harry Cunningham is on the right half forward flank. He's about 40 out from goal, right in front of Mark Neal, the coaching staff for South Barwon. He comes in, southern end of the ground,
That's a
right
nice
foot
kick.
and he has kicked the Lambie's Tavern goal. They had told Andrew Pepper all about it, and that might kickstart South Barwon there, 1-2-8, and they trail Leopold 7-5-47. Harvey Norman, K-Rock's second quarter scoreboard.
Well, scoreboard pressure is everything, and there's a fair bit on South Barwon at the moment with scoreboard pressure, and you don't want to just give them some easy free shots at it, which that one was. And like you said, Jace, you don't want it to spark them. You know, you kick a goal, then you're up and about. So, you know, the next contest is critical. They want to win the next stoppage. They want to have the next inside forward 50. So it could be a little spur on for them to generate some more inside 50s.
Jai Cross has gone in to do some ruck work to give some relief to Trent West. Callett winning the tap. Thompson hit it at pace for Leopold. Handball release to the front of the pack. Kilpatrick unmarked. Jams it inside forward 50. Looking for a marking target. Flying but not marking. Off the hands of the pack. Sheen. It'll roll towards the left forward pocket. Can they keep it alive? Leopold, Stone and Giddings are there. They can't. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Left forward pocket at the Northern or Port Arlington Road into the ground. 7-5-47 the Polders. The Swans a 1-2-8 opening term. A second term action has ticked over around 14 minutes on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock. Boundary throw in front of the pack. Peters knocked it to Noble. Noble's kick went about 1 metre, dribbled towards Middleton, and it's out of bounds off his shins for a boundary throw in once more. Can they just jag back-to-back goals? Just some momentum as we get deep into this second quarter of action. We'll get a boundary throw in, and here's Jason Doherty on K-Rock footy.
Boundary throw in for Cross and Callett. Callett got it down. Roved. Patton comes in. Oh, was that high? The umpire said play on. He was right there.
I think he flung his head back, did he, Jace?
Maybe,
no?
yeah. Came in. Middleton got him. And that was Kilpatrick. So it'll be a ball up for Cross and Callett. Cross gets it down. Handball out back and good vision out wide, is it? It goes towards Pitcher. It came from Stone. Tackled straight away by James for South Barwon. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So the ball has moved closer to the boundary line, about 45 out from the Leopold goal. And we're going to have a ball up. Callett gets it down towards DeRay. A little bit of party tricks there behind his back with the ball. Falls over the boundary line, and we're going to have a boundary throw in now. About 55 around from goal. 7-5-47 Leopold controlling at the moment. South Barwon 1-2-8.
Holders won't be upset with this. They just haven't allowed South Barwon to get another forward 50 entry off the back of that goal. Callett and Cross. Callett for South Barwon from behind the tap down. There's Wagner at the front of the pack taking in a tackle. Ball spills out. Cross tried to fire a handball forward. Kilpatrick there. So Sheehan dumped in a big tackle by Callett. We'll get a ball up 45 out from the Leopold goal as they retain it inside their forward 50. Time in forward half. Well, that number would well and truly be in favour of the Polders. Ball hits the ground from the ruck contest. Broughton's gone up around the footy but couldn't take it. Riley Stone, a handball, couldn't get it on the up towards Wagner. Chance to clear for Peters. Threw it on the boot towards half-back Cunningham, the goal kicker for South. Ran out of room with Matthews in his back pocket. K-Rock's own solid again this afternoon, the 49 for Leopold. Hasn't had to do a lot, but just efficient as always is the youngster from Hoppers Crossing.
Yeah, their back six has been pretty good.
So throw in for Cross and Callett. Middleton is right next to the piano tuner as well. They're having a great battle, those two. Cross got it down. Rove though by Noble, gets into the middle for South Barwon. It runs across towards Maybaum. He tries to tap it on towards Burgess, who can't pick it up first attempt. Second attempt, he can't either. Now the Swans might be in, but Hughes runs past it. We've got one high. And
below the knees actually paid, I think.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, I think he missed one on Hughes, didn't he?
He did. He got one high.
Yeah.
But anyway, Maybaum will take the free kick in front of the best seats in the house thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7.
Cruising to APCO today to win free fuel for a year. Maybaum, a floater to half forward, looking for a fly. No mark taken there by Sheen. Ball at ground level. Ritchie trying to pick it up. Can't. Thompson there. Handball release. Justin, quick release. Missed his target. Maybaum was trying to get a handle on it. Mulroney, James, and now Cunningham involved. Well, Cunningham got a big hit from Matthews after releasing. Cunningham wasn't happy with it. Matthews goes in for another push and shove. Stoppage.
And laughs at him.
He did.
I love it.
He's the point of the square at left half forward.
Well, Cunningham didn't have much awareness, to be honest.
Yeah. Wagner out of the traffic. Handball missed its target, although it bounced away from Peters. Everything falling for Leopold. Williamson's left foot kick partially smothered. Wagner ran onto the loose footy and then just fired a handball indiscriminately forward. Taken by Goff. Kick smothered as he went to go on the outside of the right boot. Patton's tackle surely high. No. Umpire says give it to me. Umpire Wilson in the left forward pocket. And we will get a ball up. But their forward 50 pressure is just elite right now.
Cross gets it down, only as far as Mulroney gets it hands free, gets a kick away, but he's kicked into the rather large crowd that's here at Leopold this afternoon, Memorial Park. And Rob Maybourne is going to take the free kick at left half forward, wants to play on quickly and move the footy. Goes to the top of the square with the kick. He wants the Undertaker and Giddings to go up off the side. Williamson nearly took it. Giddings gives it back towards him now. He goes to ground. The ball spills free, out of bounds. And the central umpire happy with that, and the boundary umpire with a bit of work to do. It's 7-5-47. Leopold leads South Barwon 1-8. And we
Free kick off the play.
We played 18 minutes in this second term.
Free kick off the ball, and Lockie Noble is going to take it. Gives a quick handball release off. Broughton driving it to the wing. A floating ball. Tate positions himself. Had to spoil on Bosley. Then did his own roving. Handball release was good. Maybourne in traffic. Gave it to Jennings. Jennings a handball over the top. Williamson's been busy. Now he sends a kick to about 20 out from goal. Looking for a fly. Front of the pack. Patton taken without it surely. Free kick coming. Not paid. Umpire didn't see it. Giray confronted. Justin a good tackle. Handball away. Shepherd and Stone will see it to the boundary line and out for a boundary throw in right forward pocket.
G. Patton stiff?
A little bit. Would have been having a shot on his third of the quarter. And a 45-point lead again, but the umpire didn't see it that way. Right forward pocket. Northeastern corner of the ground. Ball back into play. Shallow throw in, lands at the feet of Callett and Cross. Sam Scott overran the footy. James a quick handball release to Peters. Peters to Fort now to Mulroney. Mulroney fires one into space, one to Cunningham but missed him. Tate to worry him out of it and the ball out of bounds. Boundary throw in at left half back. South Barwon trying to find something. Just the one goal through this first quarter and nearly 20 minutes on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock. Remember, they kept St Mary's to 6-10 in the second semi-final. That's 46. Leopold are already 47.
Williamson breaks from the contest, gets it back. The 1-2, 40 metres out.
He got cleaned up.
Kick. Hits the post. And got cleaned up and then got thrown away again the second time as well.
I like it. The umpire just said get up.
Yeah, get up. 1-1. Brock Williamson's personal tally. 7-6-48 now. Leopold South Barwon 1-8.
White drives it looking for Fort. Wonderful spoil. Stone back inside forward 50 for Leopold. It rolls. Patton took on the tackle of Driver. Umpire said out of bounds. Boundary throw in as it spilled out in that tackle. But even there, little things. Riley Stone getting a fist on a Fraser Fort marking attempt.
100%. Yeah, he's half the size of Fraser Fort and gets the spoil away. Back inside forward 50, gives him a chance.
Right forward pocket, ball back into play from behind. Callett won the tap down. Peters will be first onto it, although munched off it by Thompson, who went to soccer it off the ground at the top of the square. It's a rush behind. Goff again having to concede. Margin 41 on the second quarter. K-Rock Harvey Norman scoreboard and the Port Phillip Ferries time clock. 20 and a half minutes gone. South Barwon trying to do something as Starkey kicks into the left back pocket.
Finds Driver, who takes the mark. Called to play on now by the umpire. Handballs it away.
What's
and
that?
Just running around collecting possessions. Back to Driver, back to Starkey. They've mucked it up. Leopold, Patton gets over the top of it, wrapped up by Goff. And the umpire will come in and ball it up.
They looked all at sea then, didn't they? They looked lost. There was no fluency in that handball received. The run from behind, they went in circles.
Trying to do something, but it just doesn't look right.
No. And even that was under pressure. They put themselves under pressure.
So throw in 25 around from goal for Leopold. Cross in front. Gets it down. Rotho Middleton. He gets a clearing kick for South Barwon. It's partly smothered. Gets outside 50. Cunningham on hands and knees. Gets the handball up. Needs Middleton to come across. Justin went high. And should get a free kick at defensive 50. Lockie Middleton for South Barwon.
Gave it off by hand to James at centre half back. Kicks to the wing. Wants the run of Todd White. Wonderfully weighted kick. Called the play on. He said he'd stop. Maybourne laid the tackle. Holding the ball. And that tells me it's not South Barwon's day. White wanted to go. Maybourne was awake to it and he just timed the tackle perfectly. And he won the free kick, Maybourne. Pulls the kick, wants Tate in a one-on-one and against Shepherd takes a wonderful mark. Hamlin Hanger contender from Ollie Tate, who could arguably be the player of the finals, averaging 33 touches through 3 games. Handball off to the run of Burgess from behind. Burgess a driving kick. Left forward pocket and the mark taken. It's all too easy as Sheehan climbs high. And we'll go back and have a shot to give them the biggest lead of the afternoon.
know, what I liked about that as well, they were very predictable. They knew the handball from behind was going to be there. They knew they were going to kick to a marking target, and the layers that they had coming in front and centre, they had one, they had two, they had three coming in front and centre in case the ball hit the ground. So they're well organised, they're well drilled, they're well coached.
Connor Giddings taking the mark, I should say. When they fly at you from front on, they look very similar, but Giddings with a shot at goal. You'll probably start this left-hand goal post.
Ooh,
and
jeez.
Big shank and missed.
Big helicopter.
To the left, Connor Giddings. That's 3 behinds by my count this afternoon, and the margin is 42. 7-8-50, 1-2-8 as South get on with it quickly.
Yes, they go to Fort outside defensive 50, goes with a kick to centre wing off the back of the pack pitcher. Oh, Jennings through the middle as well for Leopold to Tate. His handball forward to Williamson. Gets through some traffic. His handball back to a standing start. Pitcher's kick was smothered. On centre wing, South Barwon with an opportunity. Now it comes towards Carmody, who goes with a kick towards Bosley in front of Thompson. And we'll have a set shot for goal from 45 out directly in front. Just persistence there in the middle, Kirsch.
Yeah, it was.
South Barwon.
It was just a couple of smothers, a real couple of important smothers. Williamson probably just went too far back with the feedback. But South Barwon kept it alive.
Captain Obvious is going to say
they need this.
They probably need this. They are 42 points down at the moment. Andrew Bosley comes in off a couple of steps, not going to make the distance, going to fall to the front. Tate, big thump away across the face of goal. And in fact, good result for South Barwon because it's out of bounds for a throw in the right forward pocket.
He didn't look fluent in his run up there, Bosley.
Newtown Chilwell won the Under-18 Division 1 Cup this morning. The Reserves Cup went to St Mary's over Leopold in extra time. And we've got a boundary throw in the right forward pocket. West double palm down to the front. Tate had his kick smothered for Leopold. Madigan, the loose footy, had his kick smothered. Ball fisted away by West. Bouncing ball into the path of Noble. Close quarters, Middleton too slow. He was well tackled there by Stone. Peters tries to get on the loose footy. Flicks a handball up. Hutchinson knocks it forward. Cunningham head over it for South Barwon. Hutchinson through traffic. Great tackle again laid by Billy Ritchie, who's had a big 3 quarters over the last 2 weeks. The final quarter last week and the first half of this game have been outstanding from the former St Albans and South Barwon player. Grabbed out of the ruck by Tate almost. Now a handball release. Kilpatrick trying to get it back to Tate. Knocked away by Geray into the path of Madigan. He's taken in a tackle by both Thompson and also Tate. And held up and going nowhere. Just forward of the wing. Slightly favouring South Barwon. We'll get a ball up.
So West, Fort takes out of the ruck contest. Kick got into Jordan. No, Jordan. That's good. Jonty Broughton. Now the ball comes back. Justin gives it away to Jennings for Leopold. He goes with a kick out board. Great kick to the Undertaker on a long lead. Takes the mark between wing and centre and half forward. Goes to half forward to Ritchie. He's 55 from goal now. Goes with the kick, top of the square. Creates some space. Great mark. Kilpatrick getting behind, taking it easily.
Billy Ritchie, hats off. He was at this contest here, and the way they moved that ball and defended it and spread, his running pattern was straight across the ground, through the middle, through the forward 50 to the outer side to be at the end of that play.
And Kirsch, that's a pattern. So many Leopold players, as soon as they win the footy, are going unchecked the length of the field.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a prime example then, Buzz.
25 out, Will Kilpatrick. Right foot kick, just stabs at it, brings it back with a little bit of breeze, and he puts it through for his first of the afternoon. And the 8th for Leopold. They go to 8-8-56. They lead South Barwon 1-2-8. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard in the experts chair. Thanks to the Sporting Globe, Geelong's home of the finals. Here's Matt Kershaw.
They're just outworking them, aren't they? That's as simple as that. They are outworking them at the contest. They are outworking them on the spread. They're outworking them defensively. They're outworking them offensively. So everything at the moment is about effort and outworking them, and they're just running over the top of them. They just look fitter. They look stronger. They look bigger, and they're working harder.
Fort and West the tap down. Kilpatrick, the roving, jams it on the boot to centre half forward. Bounces over the head of Hughes. Taken at its highest point on the bounce by Scott. Chance, though, for South Barwon through Shepherd. He's dragged down in a tackle, though, and going nowhere. And we'll get a ball up 40 out from goal. I just struggle to find a way back here for South Barwon.
Nah, they can't, Kingy. Certainly not the way they're playing at the moment.
Ball into the air. West and Fort. West from behind winning the tap down. Riley Stone jammed it on the boot. Ball fell for Shepherd. Shepherd's kick was a scrubber towards Mulroney. Did well. Quick handball release to Hughes. Hughes fired a handball forward. Carmody in a one-on-one. Pepper knocked it away from his grasp. Went back and found the footy. Taken in a tackle, but got taken in a sling tackle or a push. Take your pick. And Andrew Pepper, who has absolutely annoyed the living daylights out of everybody in red, white and blue this afternoon. We'll send a kick towards right half forward. A long ball looking for a marking target in Scott. Kelly O'Neill across the front. No, front on contact.
Jeez.
Or is it from behind the hold? I'm not sure what the decision was, but either way, it's a free kick for Sammy Scott at right half forward. They had that covered. Handball off. Justin, 70 from goal. Got a very, very good piece of it. But do they keep it alive on the line? Giddings tried to, but couldn't. And now it's going to roll towards the boundary line. And out, is it? No. Stone kept it alive. Jammed it onto the boot. It'll go towards Giddings, who tried to fist it back into play. South Barwon with numbers to get out of trouble. The kick, though, partially smothered. It fell into the hands of Hughes. Got it to O'Neill, Peters around the corner. Towards half back. Cross spoils it away. Caldo's been ineffective this afternoon. A lot of that to do with the delivery towards forward 50 for South Barwon. It's been tough darts for the South Barwon skipper. And it's out of bounds at right half forward for Leopold. 56 playing 8, 48 the margin. In this second quarter of K-Rock football, it has gone 28 minutes on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock.
Boundary throw in Fort against West. Fort in front. Now Mulroney. Oh, he wrapped up and he gone too, because he had 2 attempts to get rid of that. He went and tried to dodge around Stone, couldn't do so, and Riley Stone will take the free kick. Centre wing on the outer side for the Lions. He goes short and lateral to Jennings. Now Harris Jennings spears the pass towards Billy Ritchie at right half forward for the Lions, kicking to the Northern in this second term. He goes and just chips the ball into the pocket, found a space, found a gap, and the piano tuner's taken the mark. Logan Wagenut has taken the mark, and he will shoot for goal from 40 out on the boundary line, right in front of about 7,000 South Barwon supporters. And he'll
don't even get further around, but he can't. He's on the fence.
He'll be in that medic truck shortly if he goes any further. Trying to move the cameraman. Who is not Marcel Behrens from Geelong Sports Media, doing a fabulous job here today. Hey. Marcel. Now Wagner, right foot kick towards the top of the square, across the face of goal, off hands, and through for 1 behind. So they go Leopold to 8-9-57. They lead South Barwon 1-2-8. Harvey Norman K-Rock second quarter scoreboard. Played 30 minutes in this second term.
Bit going on off the ball. Fort involved. Long ball looking for Fort, and that just was marked on the line by Lockie Noble. And that is half-time, a half dominated by Leopold. They will take a 48-point buffer into the grand final. Half-time break of 2023. 8-8-56. They kicked 4-5 to 1 goal straight.
I think it's 8-9, Tom.
Okay, 8-9-57 actually has just been updated. 8-9-57 is the score. So they've kicked in the second term 4-6. They could be further in front, but just haven't taken all their opportunities. But they will be very comfortable with a 49-point lead at the main break. Jane Birch is down boundary side. Josh Conway down there as well as halftime gets underway. Thanks to our good friends at Garmy Chicken and Beer. Gimme Garmy Warren Ponds Chicken and Beer. That is unmissable. South Barwon will look to regroup at halftime and find a way back into the contest as we go down to Josh Conway. Josh, he's got Marcus Thompson, the skipper, very quickly for a chat.
Marcus won't hold you up too long. He must be wrapped to that opening 2 quarters.
Yeah, extremely pleased just with our intent and our pressure. I feel like we're lowering the eyes and giving our high forwards a
Sports Medicine Centre, trying to drag one of the South Barwon players away for a very quick couple of words. He's walking right now next to Andrew Bosley. Down to you, Buzz.
Buzz, what was Nildy's message? Got a fair task ahead of you, obviously, in the second half.
done a lot of right things over the last 10 weeks, just getting back to doing that for the next second half, and hopefully we'll just do what we need to do and take it on and see how we go.
Good luck.
Buzz, good work. Geelong Sports Medicine Centre. Thank you to Andrew Bosley for his thoughts as they come from the ground. Leopold, their bench. Jai Cross among them. Kilpatrick as well. Rocky Williamson, I think, among that crew as well, with Pitcher just coming. In fact, it's Billy Ritchie. So, yes, Bronny Pilgrim just wanted us to make sure that there was a mention of Bannockburn, and there is an influence out there this afternoon, a bit like the Western District influence taking place. So, look a little bit different. They've gone Fort with the ruck as a ruck rover against Ollie Tate in a Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchup. Hughes has gone into the middle. So's O'Neill.
Madigan to the outside.
Madigan to Mayborn.
Yeah, so that's a very different look to the first bounce of the contest for South Barwon. Third quarter underway thanks to Barwon Foods. Here's Jace.
West gets it down, but Hughes in the middle for South Barwon runs, and they're just going to do that. I'd suspect the Swans just try and get it forward. They go now at the front. Carmody can't pick it up. He's against Jennings, and they're happy to see it over the boundary line. Harris Jennings defensively, and it will be a throw in.
It's not panic stations, but what they're doing is they're just trying to generate something different. And obviously Madigan may sit on Maybaum. He's a smart footballer, Madigan, so he may play that role.
So the ball in, back towards Fort. Free kick found, umpire. And where's it going?
No one knows.
It's going to Trent West. So nobody knows. Fraser Ford certainly doesn't. Cunningham stands the mark, does he? Oh, the umpire, what's he doing? He's telling him to come back 2 metres. And now
confused.
West at defensive 50, northern end of the ground. He chips the ball. Great kick to Williamson. Back into the centre square at half back. He just chips the ball. So just using the ball. Leopold now holding it up. The piano tuner has it. Wagner. He gives it to Burgess. So still at defensive 50. They had 3 kicks gone in a triangle. Now Burgess. He's going to run away and go with the outside of the right foot towards centre wing. Turned it over though. Callett, left foot kick for him. Inside forward 50 at the back though. Jennings reads it the better. They're going to run away now and go towards Trent Thompson at half back.
Thompson just chips one over the top, and Thompson, who's been outstanding this afternoon, that's Marcus, has taken the mark right at defensive 50, right half back in the sunshine on the western side of the ground. He sends it towards centre half back. Burgess bobbled the mark, but time to turn and kick very, very wide. And Justin is all alone. He'll like this, swinging onto his left boot on the outer wing. Sends it a low ball, and Sam Scott, who was good in the first quarter, marks. He can go over the top with a little chip kick. It's not a great kick. It's going to come back behind the mark, though, Sam Scott. Sheen was going to run onto the footy. It wasn't a great kick,
Lucky
although
Sam Scott.
Actually, is it coming back to Sam Scott as a...
It is.
It is, yep.
That's very lucky because it wasn't a great kick by Scotty, that little chip kick, but he might as well have a shot from there. We've seen him kick him from 50.
Well, he runs to 45. He sets it to the top of the square. Tate was going to come with a run. Spoil came from behind the footy towards the boundary line for South Barwon, and out of bounds from Hutchinson. We'll get a boundary throw in the right forward pocket. Not the best kick there from Scott. Giddings and Sheen were nowhere near it, and then we'll get a boundary throw in. About 35 around from the goal face that is being attacked in this third quarter by Leopold to the southern end of the ground. A shallow throw in. It's allowed to bounce. Callett just palmed it into the path of Madigan. Madigan a high kick to the middle of Memorial Park. Over the top, Jennings to pluck it away from Caldu. No, Caldu front position. He's paid the mark.
So Caldu just inside the centre square. He chips the ball to Harry Cunningham. He's got Fort running past. He just gives it to him. He goes to the right foot kick. High to centre half forward. Bosley used the body. Couldn't take the mark. Off the back of the pack. Broughton. Noble. Now Carmody gets around Noble and kicks the goal. Lockie Noble turns around and from 20 metres out just kicked around the corner and kicked his first of the afternoon. And the second for South Barwon. They go to 2-2-14. They trail Leopold 8-9-57. And that is on the Barwon Foods K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
I wrote here before the game, I actually wrote some notes here. You know, for their back half, Leopold's back half, it's really important today to know when to punch and when to go your marks. And that was a prime example then of when to punch from behind. And it's a bit old school. You got to punch from behind, got to defend first, and then you can, run and create, or, be defensive first.
Not trusting the clock on the scoreboard because it says that we've been going 49 minutes. Back in the middle, West puts it into the path of Wagner. Wagner a floating ball inside 50. Sheen and Goff. Goff got a hand on it, couldn't mark. Scott handball release. Wagner to finish off his work. Non-preferred left. Open goal. Rolling ball. Lemmy's Tavern goal of the day. The piano tuner is on song this afternoon here at Leopold Memorial Park.
I reckon they could probably start playing the piano, Jace. Let the fat lady sing, I reckon.
Margin back out to 49 points, and the piano tuner, he's come to the bench and he is full of vim and vigour right now. 9-9-63 on the third quarter. K-Rock Barwon Food scoreboard.
Oh, yes.
South Barwon 2-2-14. He's up and about.
He gave the old Jeremy Cameron the little motorbike rip start.
Charlie Cameron.
Charlie Cameron. What did I say?
Jeremy Cameron. Selling the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
West gets it down in the middle again. Fort, though, does some roving for South Barwon. Got the kick away under pressure. Goes forward to the centre circle. Getting across there, Kilpatrick for Leopold. He needs some support. He sort of got some from Jennings. He can't pick it up, though. Still in dispute. Kilpatrick. Hughes puts a tackle on him. The umpire will come in and ball it up on centre wing broadcast side.
It's funny, Wagner's just come off for his breather and he was already asking when he can go back on. Yeah, he's enjoying his footy today. Don't worry about that.
West gets it down in the ruck contest. Madigan comes over and puts a tackle on Kilpatrick. He's the last to get up. Umpire Irvin will have the ball again and he'll throw it up close to the boundary line on centre wing. Callett tries to take it out of the ruck. Now James got a scrambly little kick. Williamson the other way though to Marcus Thompson on centre wing. Drills the ball towards Giddings at half forward. Great pick up on the half volley towards Rich. He has to sit and wait for it. White against him. He's not going anywhere. Bear hugs him to the ground. Real WWE style. Real race 4 at Caulfield. And we're going to have a ball up 50 out from goal.
Ball in the air. Thompson's got to do the ruck work. That's Marcus against Fort. Gave a good account of himself. Fort won it straight to Tate. Handball partially smothered. Shepherd. Callett left it behind. Madigan taking in the tackle. Callett bobbled the footy. Then a handball back to Fort of South Barwon. Can't take it cleanly. Marcus Thompson's handball release. Missed its target. Out of bounds it went. Boundary throw in. I suspect Marcus Thompson might be just about walking to the dais first for Leopold. He'll walk first and he'll walk last. First to get the AFL Victoria medal. Last to get his premiership medal and the Premiership Cup. Ball back into play. West, Fort. West, a little palm down. Justin jammed it on the boot for Leopold. A floating ball inside 50. Lands at the feet of Giddings and Hutchinson. Goff there. Sam Scott trying to barge his way through. Takes a couple of tacklers with him, but can't release the footy. And 35 out from the Leopold goal as he attacked the Queenscliff Road end. We'll get a ball up.
So, ball up now for Fort and West. West gets it down. Hughes, though, roves it, then dropped the ball in the tackle. Umpire said play on. Ball spills free. Chopped off by Kilpatrick. Williamson. Kick was partly smothered. Might be okay to Sam Scott. Gets the handball over the top to Tate. Has to ride the bump. Did it easy. Now it only falls to Shepherd, though, for South Barwon. He wants to try and drill it towards Middleton. He couldn't take the mark under pressure from Pitcher. Still at 54, the Leopold side. And it is held up. And we'll have another ball up. Marcus Thompson directing traffic around the ruck contest. Fort and West to come at it. West gets it down beautifully towards Pup. James is next to him. Marcus put his head over the ball, but
no, that's not. See, Pup's the only one go on the ball. Pup's on the ground first.
He was, but he gave away the free kick.
Yeah.
Below the knee, so short little kick from Mulroney came to Taylor Duray. And the best seats in the house, thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. Duray will play on.
Steps around Kilpatrick, kicks on his left. It's a well-way to kick onto the chest of Noble. He's got a couple of options in the centre square. Decides to go forward. Broughton front position. No, he's going to give away free kick. Jet Matthews. He knew he'd given it away because he put the hands up to say, I did make over the shoulder contact or arm chop, but he did. And Jonty Broughton will find himself with the footy. Fort presents short, ignores that. And Fraser Fort will be ignored and Jonty Broughton will have the shot at goal. Broughton this year, 32 goals, kicked 2 behinds from only 3 touches against St Mary's in the second semi-final. They're behind this afternoon. Man on the mark stands right on 50. Broughton would have to kick from about 52. Swings out to the right to open up the angle. Drives it long. Has he got the carry? They'll compete on the line. And it's knocked through. I reckon Caldu in attempting to mark just couldn't hang on. And the margin is 42. Make that 48, I should say. 2-3-15 South Barwon. Leopold 9-9-63. Third quarter K-Rock Barwon Food Scoreboard. Selling the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road in North Geelong.
So Mitch Burgess kicking in duties for Leopold. Comes broadcast side, takes a bounce from full back, drives it as long as he can and holds up in the breeze. Fort's there. Fort had his hands on it but couldn't take the mark, and then coming through Tev Noffey, he couldn't take it across and keep it in the field of play. It's across the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. So West comes from behind the footy with Fraser Fort for the boundary throw in. Early stages of the third term. GFNL Grand Final. West takes Fort out of the ruck contest. Tate's handball. Just missed Kilpatrick as the target on the outboard. And he couldn't keep it in, so we're going to have another boundary throw in. Massive crowd here at Memorial Park. GFNL Grand Final Day 2023. And the next voice you hear will be that of Tom King.
Thank you, Jason Doherty. Hope you're enjoying the call through KROC 955, KROCfootball.live and the AFL Barwon live stream. Ball back into play. Lands at the feet of Fort. And West rolls away from them. Is picked up by Peters of South Barwon. A high ball into the left forward pocket. Flying Bosley on the juggle. Just couldn't reel it in as he fell to ground. Knocked away by Noffey. And we'll get a boundary throw in the left forward pocket. Game at a real lull for the moment. Just a goal apiece through the opening 10 10 minutes of this third quarter, and that's how Leopold like it. There's no real indentation being made on the scoreboard by South Barwon. Tapped down by West. Here's the piano tuner. Wagner gave it at close quarters to Burgess. He was able to hook the ball around his shoulder and keep it in play, and standing under it, Maybaum has taken the mark.
He's been very good today as well.
Maybaum, he was left out of the 3 finals last year, getting redemption certainly this year. Goes short to Tate short to Sam Scott, who was alive early. Handball off to Pepper the outside of the right boot, all alone out of wing. Mark taken, the chance to go forward as Pitcher chips a kick over the top. Not a great kick for Stone, fisted away. Pitcher came up and took the loose footy. Handball release, front of the pack, dragged to ground, going nowhere. Is that holding the ball? No. Good tackle laid by Goff on Riley Stone. Forward to the wing, favouring Leopold. Will get a ball up out of sight of Memorial Park.
So ball up West. Works into the contest past Driver. Pitcher now handball to the piano tuner. He gets the handball further to Riley Stone. Back to the piano tuner. Wagner's handball under pressure to Kilpatrick. 50. Lowered the eyes towards Mitch Patton. Comes to Sam Scott. Runs towards goal. Open goal square and just misses. And through for one behind. So 2 goals, 1. Sam Scott's personal tally this afternoon, 9-10-64. Now Leopold, South Barwon 2-3-15. Barwon Foods K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
White short into the back pocket to Hutchinson, driving ball to the outer wing. Cross, good spoil, knocked it away from Caldu and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. And Matt Caldu just hasn't been his afternoon. The co-Matheson medalist, sharing the award with Fraser Fort on Wednesday evening. Ball back into play. Ball allowed to hit the ground from Callett and West. Driver there, left it behind. James overran the footy as well on the outer wing. O'Neill for South Barwon in a wrestle for the footy with Will Kilpatrick, who's a good story, coming back for the prelim final, held his spot. And we'll get a ball up on the outer wing for West and Callett to go at it again.
Ball from the back of the contest. Leopold get it towards... Oh, Sam Scott, Hamlet Hanger one-handed, gives it away to Marcus Thompson. 45 from goal, open goal square. Pup has not kicked the goal because it's been marked the last line of defence by Hutchinson for South Barwon.
They would have roared the house down.
They would have too. He kicks across the face of goal. And Austin Shepherd has it for the Swans. Long kick out wide off the back of the pack cross. He can't take the mark. Callett ridden into the ground with a tackle. And Sam Scott across there doing some defensive work. And we're going to have a ball up in front of the scoreboard, which shows Leopold 9-10-64. South Barwon 2-3-15.
Ball into the air. From behind, cross-winning with tap down. Here's Wagner again, shrugs off Mulroney, bursts away, lowers the eyes. The kick wasn't great off the boot. Todd White got across the front of the leading Patton, knocked it to his own advantage, found the footy and then heaved a kick long out of defensive 50, but Pitcher queuing up, takes the mark. Now called to play on, wants to step around Driver, does so with the right foot kick, and here's Wagner again, handball release to the run of Pitcher. Pitcher from 45, 55 out, sends it for Giddings, flew, couldn't mark back of the pack. Stone, good pressure from White because it was 2-on-1, and it's now either out of bounds or a rush behind. Take your pick. The boundary umpire is saying, I reckon that hit the behind post, and I'm going to throw the ball back into play. Left hand behind post. Bellarine highway into the ground. Leopold in attack and leading by 49.
Boundary throwing Callett by himself. Went up in the ruck contest. Ball spills free in the pack. Callett still over the top of it. Umpire's coming in. It's too high, said the field umpire. And it's Taylor Duray. Fraser Duray even, not Taylor. That's his brother. Now the ball comes towards defensive 50 for South Barwon. And there's a pack developing over there. Matt Kildu gets up. Jack Driver at the bottom of it. And there'll be another ball up. I reckon the piano tuner might be a chance to go up first today.
Yeah, true. Yeah, there's a few of them. Don't worry about that. Williamson's been really good all day.
The clearing kick comes off the boot of Mulroney, but he's put it out on the full. He's had a quiet afternoon, Taylor Mulroney. Yeah, he hasn't been able to get his hands on the footy.
But that's because Leopold's midfield's dominating. Like, it's Thompson, Wagner and Tate have been amazing.
Thompson got the free kick but gave a handball to Burgess inside 50, wanted Scott over the top. Goff will be paid the mark for South Barwon. And now he just wants to give a little bit to Sam Scott, who's underneath him there. Throwing themselves in a little bit of a wrestle and now untangle themselves. And it's been turned over for a push in the face, and they have now, I think,
lost the plot officially.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And that's very un-Rowan Goff-like. And Sam Scott's going to go back and have a shot on his third. And as a coach, well, that is infuriating for Mark Neild.
There's coach killers and there's coach killers, Kingy.
This for a 55-point lead, and Sam Scott's third of the grand final. Man on the mark stands 25 from goal, just left of centre. The crowd will tell you that the result.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is a drag for that. That is a disappointing finish, but the margin is now 50. 9-11-65, South Barwon 2-3-15 in this third quarter of action. We're about halfway through the third term on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock.
Dake Peters to the middle of the ground. Cross can't take the mark. Callett can. His kick was smothered though. Falls towards centre wing. Through the middle, Caldu gets a kick towards centre half forward. Hughes leaves it for long way for Broughton. 55 out. He goes with the kick. Oh, up high. Is that too high? The umpire said play on at the back. Bosley tried to get it away. Ball spills free. Broughton again with a chance. 20 metres out. Open goal square. Kicks the goal. And, well, that's the movement South Barwon needs. Straight down the middle. And Johnny Broughton finished it off with his first of the afternoon. And a badly needed one. Sam Scott at one end missed, and they were able to go straight down the middle, South Barwon, and get the desired result. And they go to 3-3-21. They trail Leopold 9-11-65, and that's on the Barwon Foods K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Only his third kick, Broughton, but he followed that up pretty well. His kick was a bit ordinary, and then he followed it up, got the handball received and got his shot on goal. But you're right though, Jace, they just got to move the ball going forward. Long now, just get it going.
Back in the middle, we'll get a secondary stoppage after the ruck contest between Callett and Cross. Cross winning the tap down. Marcus Thompson again somehow released to Wagner, who gave it to Cross, who gave it to now Thompson. Thompson burst forward to the stoppage. Driving kick inside 50. Good spoil Stone to knock it away from Goff. Now Stone came again. Handball at the bootlaces of Sam Scott. Couldn't take it. It's a free kick for Goff, I'd suspect.
Didn't need to.
He was taken in a tackle by Stone without the footy. Goff laterally with the kick to Hutchinson. He can go over the top to Madigan instead. Wants to send it to the wing. Callett will have to wait. Burgess. He was a sitting duck there, Callett. Burgess's closing speed elite with the spoil. Knocks it out of bounds. Leopold fans in their thousands here this afternoon liking that. We'll get a boundary throw in. 9-11-65, 3-3-21 margin, 44. Still a lot of footy to be played.
So throw in now. Callett up against Cross. Comes to the front, Fort playing in that ruck rover roll up the chimney with the kick into the middle. Jennings goes up. Tunnel him.
Yeah, that's a free kick.
Get a free kick, and the ball's still in dispute in the middle. Caldo in there as well.
And I don't reckon Jennings is happy with that either, because he's actually gone back to Middleton to get involved in the tackle.
The umpire will ball it up just inside the centre square, centre wing. Broadcast side. Comes to the side of the pack. And South Barwon through Callett and can't pick it up. Hughes was there as well. West puts the tackle on. The umpire will again throw the footy up for West. They're both holding each other. The ball spills free. Fort runs across centre wing. Wagner worries him out of it. The piano tuner sees it over. He's well tuned today, Logan Wagner. And we'll have a boundary throw in on centre wing. 9-11-65, Leopold, South Barwon. 3-3-21, Barwon Foods, K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Just keeping an eye on Connor Giddings, just maybe doing some fitness work. We'll keep an eye on that Birchie and Buzz for St John of God. Been quiet on the injury front today. There's a line down, and I reckon that is that Williamson in front of us, who is really, he's had a tough day. We've got another stoppage. Down to you, Birchie, just keeping an eye there on Brock Williamson.
Yeah, seems to be a little bit of perhaps a leg injury there through that heavy collision.
Madigan driving it long inside forward 50, looking for a mark. Bosley flew, fisted away from him, front of the pack. Carmody trying to keep it low. Noffy came in front on and took him high. Umpire saw it that way. It'll be a free kick going to Jackson Carmody. Noffy stands 49 from goal. They're yet to kick consecutive goals this afternoon. A long ball, but he's pulled that badly to the left and just snuck it in for a behind, and margin is 43. What margin potentially do they need to get it back to? Is 5 goals manageable?
5 is manageable in this day and age, but they've only kicked 3. That's the problem. They're not able to find a source to goal, an avenue to goal.
Tate kicks it in for Leopold. Great kick to Harris Jennings. He had 3 South Barwon players around him in a triangle, and Ollie Tate hit him lace out at half back. He kicked 55 metres. Amazing. So Jennings now drives it long towards centre wing. Back Fort off the back of the pack. Giddings, he can't pick it up and leaves it. Richie's handball was going to come. Now it does towards Pup. Madigan's got him on centre wing, gets the handball away, good strength. Richie over the top to Justin. His handball missed Noffy, coming in, Cunningham. Noffy rips him off the football. Now the ball from Burgess to Marcus Thompson, just kicks it up the chimney. It should be Jake Peters, and it will be anyway. Free kick and all Marcus. Trent West came back in front of him. He goes into the middle with the kick to Cunningham. Bit of a chance now through Hughes.
Hughes from about 70 out, pulls a kick to the pocket. Bosley his target. 2-on-1 again. Thompson fisted away. Bosley recovered the best though. Front of the pack. Spots up a target. Caldu marks. 40 out from goal directly in front, and this is a non-negotiable for the skipper. He just has to go back and kick this to breathe some sort of life into this contest. They've been dominated for the best part of 3 quarters, South Barwon. This though for consecutive goals as we tick into time on in this third quarter of action on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock. The Matheson medalist, Matty Caldu, kicks the goal. He likes it too, and he's up and about, and they pull the margin back to 37. 4-4-28 South Barwon on the third quarter K-Rock Barwon Food scoreboard, selling the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong. Leopold, 911-65.
As funny as it sounds, Kingy, when you're in the 40s and it's a long way back from the 40s, but all of a sudden you get to 37 and you start thinking, well, hang on, if we kick another, it's 31. If we kick another, it's 25. That's how you start to think when you've got to get yourself back in that game of footy. And as you know, once it gets under 5 goals, she's an open game.
Fort goes up. West was at a push. The umpire said yes, he agreed. Trent West is laughing at the umpire. He can't believe it. How did I push him? I went with the ball, he said. I'm also reading lips now, which is amazing. Now coming through, Fort goes from the middle to the top of the 50. Off hands. Jet Matthews can't take it. Thompson, Trent, wrapped up straight away by Cunningham. And also, I think he was tackled by Jet Matthews as well, which is interesting because that's his teammate. But it will be a ball up, 35 out from the South Barwon goal. They need a goal now. They need to keep this momentum if they're to get back in this game. Ball towards K-Rock's zone. He's wrapped up. He actually might have got wrapped up by Sam James and Mitch Burgess. I don't know what's going on out there. There's some rugby tackles. But Kingy's going to clear it now and get a goal for South Barwon.
Get it out of there, Kingy.
40 metres out, just left of send up. West winning the tap down. Thompson there, throwing it on the boot. A high up the chimney kick. Sit under that and play fair. Sheehan came up and took the mark. Never took his eyes off the Sherrin and takes a Hamlin hanger. He goes laterally to Justin with the kick. Close to the boundary line, he marks. Happy to maybe just to control the footy for the moment, Leopold. Just take some of the momentum South Barwon have gathered over the last 5 or so minutes out of the contest. Justin steps through Mulroney on the mark and now sends it towards half forward. Looking for Giddings to fly. Fort came across, couldn't mark. Knocked away by Sheen. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Luke Justin, another one last year, got squeezed out come finals time. Looking to play in a premiership and add to the one he won at Coloranurat in the Warrnambool District League. I understand that Ocean Grove were quite surprised that we knew Nick Burke was playing there next year. It was just relayed to me, boundary throwing.
Big thump away by West. Gains 40 metres. Don't people know we know everything? That's the way it works. And it will be out of bounds now from the ruck contest.
And if we don't, we'll make it up.
Correct, we normally do. 55 around.
A couple of times we've made it up and actually been right.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Watch this space. There'll be some more to come. Boundary throw in. Fort up against West. West gets it down. Tate. Handball. Elite to Wagner. His handball towards Maybaum, who kept his width again. Right foot kick inside 50. Comes out. Goff does well. Takes the mark. And wanted to play on, but got held on to just enough by Mitch Patton. So Leopold a chance to set up defence. He goes long with the kick towards centre wing on the outer side. Off hands. Burgess. Handball over the top. Came from Richie to Maybaum to Thompson. Marcus gets it forward to Burgess again. Runs free. 50 out from goal. Open goal square. And he has missed it. And Giddings was there. Tried to keep it in and through for one behind.
It was 2v1 ahead of the ball as well. They had options.
Hold. Go to 9-12-66. They lead South Barwon 4-4-28. Barwon Foods K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Jake Peters marks the kick in for South. Kick to the wing. Caldu, good spoil cross. He's been really good this afternoon. We thought he might have been an injury issue, but Cross has been a killer in defence. Yeah, he could not get out of his own way.
Williamson back on the ground too, Kingy.
Thank you for that, Buzz. John Sports Medicine Centre. What about the tap work of West down the throat of Marcus Thompson? Kick inside forward 50. Giddings couldn't get a run of the footy. Spoil away though into the path of the aforementioned Williamson. Low ball. Oh, the mark. Outstanding. Down low. Slips catch taken. Is that Giddings who's done it again for Hamlin Homes? A Hamlin hanger celebrating 40 years of building homes. The kick came in from Williamson. He slipped over Giddings on the lead, but the ball just had enough carry and enough awareness from Giddings to keep his head and take the mark down low, and he'll go back and have a shot and a chance to kick his first of the afternoon and maybe put this one to bed in the shadows of 3 in their thousands here this afternoon liking that. We'll get a boundary throw in. 9-11-65, 3-3-21 margin, 44. Still a lot of footy to be played.
So throw in now. Callett up against Cross. Comes to the front, Fort playing in that ruck rover roll up the chimney with the kick into the middle. Jennings goes up. Tunnel him.
That's a free kick.
Didn't get a free kick, and the ball's still in dispute in the middle. Caldo in there as well.
And I don't reckon Jennings is happy with that either, because he's actually gone back to Middleton to get involved in the tackle.
Umpire will ball it up just inside the centre square, centre wing. Broadcast side comes to the side of the pack, and South Barwon through Callett and can't pick it up. Hughes was there as well. West puts the tackle on. The umpire will again throw the footy up for West. They're both holding each other. The ball spills free. Fort runs across centre wing. Wagner worries him out of it. The piano tuner sees it over. He's well tuned today, Logan Wagner, and we'll have a boundary throw in on centre wing. 9-11-65, Leopold, South Barwon, 3-3-21, Barwon Foods, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Just keeping an eye on Connor Giddings, just maybe doing some fitness work. We'll keep an eye on that Birchie and Buzz for St John of God. Been quiet on the injury front today. There's a line down, and I reckon that is that Williamson in front of us, who is really, he's had a tough day. We've got another stoppage. Down to you, Birchie, just keeping an eye there on Brock Williamson.
Yeah, seems to be a little bit of perhaps a leg injury there through that heavy collision.
Madigan driving it long inside, forward 50, looking for a mark. Bosley flew, fisted away from him, front of the pack. Carmody trying to keep it low. Noffy came in front on and took him high. Umpire saw it that way. It'll be a free kick going to Jackson Carmody. Noffy stands 49 from goal. They're yet to kick consecutive goals this afternoon. A long ball, but he's pulled that badly to the left and just snuck it in for a behind, and margin is 43. What margin potentially do they need to get it back to? Is 5 goals manageable?
5 is manageable in this day and age, but they've only kicked 3. That's the problem. They're not able to find a source to goal, an avenue to goal.
Tate kicks it in for Leopold. Great kick to Harris Jennings. He had 3 South Barwon players around him in a triangle, and Ollie Tate hit him lace out at half back. He kicked 55 metres. Amazing. So Jennings now drives it long towards centre wing. Back Fort off the back of the pack. Giddings, he can't pick it up and leaves it. Richie's handball was going to come. Now it does towards Pup. Madigan's got him on centre wing. Gets the handball away. Good strength. Richie over the top to Justin. His handball missed. Noffy coming in. Cunningham. Noffy rips him off the football. Now the ball from Burgess to Marcus Thompson. Just kicks it up the chimney. It should be Jake Peters. And it will be anyway. Free kick and or Marcus. Trent West came back in front of him. He goes into the middle with the kick to Cunningham. Bit of a chance now through Hughes.
Hughes from about 70 out, pulls a kick to the pocket. Bosley, his target, 2-on-1 again. Thompson fisted away. Bosley recovered the best though, front of the pack, spots up a target. Caldo marks. 40 out from goal, directly in front, and this is a non-negotiable for the skipper. He just has to go back and kick this to breathe some sort of life into this contest. They've been dominated for the best part of 3 quarters, South Barwon. This though for consecutive goals as we tick into time on in this third quarter of action on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock. The Matheson medalist, Matty Caldo, kicks the goal. He likes it too, and he's up and about, and they pull the margin back to 37. 4-4-28 South Barwon on the third quarter K-Rock Barwon Food scoreboard. Selling the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong. Leopold, 9-11-65.
As funny as it sounds, Kingy, when you're in the 40s and it's a long way back from the 40s, but all of a sudden you get to 37 and you start thinking, well, hang on, if we kick another, it's 31. If we kick another, it's 25. That's how you start to think when you've got to get yourself back in that game of footy. And as you know, once it gets under 5 goals, she's an open game.
Fort goes up. West, was that a push? The umpire said yes, he agreed. Trent West is laughing at the umpire. He can't believe it. How did I push him? I went with a ball, he said. I'm also reading lips now, which is amazing. Now coming through, Fort goes from the middle to the top of the 50. Off hands. Jet Matthews can't take it. Thompson, Trent, wrapped up straight away by Cunningham. And also, I think he was tackled by Jet Matthews as well, which is interesting because that's his teammate. But it will be a ball up, 35 out from the South Barwon goal. They need a goal now. They need to keep this momentum if they get back in this game. Ball.
We've been able to explode and get out. So a bit of a forward handball if we can. Watch their blitz. They want to try and play fast, I reckon. So we need to be ready for that. And, yeah, it's just a moment for the Sons of Leopold, to create some more chaos and a bit of anarchy.
Good luck, Buddha. Enjoy this last quarter if you can, and I'll catch up with you on the other side.
I love that. On the other side, well played, Birchie. Geelong Sports Medicine Centre, all our interviews today at quarter and three-quarter time and half-time as well. Your ultimate destination for health, fitness and recovery. It's just, they might as well die wondering, South Barwon, rather than not try and throw something, or die not wondering rather than wonder what they could have done.
Yeah, exactly right. And, we saw that. They've said they've thrown Duray out to the wing. He started there, so it didn't work then. So I'm not sure how it's going to work now, Jace. But Driver out there, they'll probably just try and create that marking target out the width, see what they can get out of that. But they're trying to beat Leopold at their own game, which Leopold have dominated.
Players are in position, just waiting for the last of the crowd to clear on this massive afternoon. I'd love to see what the figure will be that rolls in this afternoon. We will get some numbers, no doubt, in the wash-up of this contest. Final quarter, thanks to Metricon, Geelong's trusted builder for more than 23 years. Here's Jace to start the last.
West to Scott to Tate. Yeah, Leopold again to the man with two first names. Luke Justin, who puts the ball inside 50. Getting pushed in the back. Yeah, well, you saw it, I saw it, the whole crowd saw it. So free kick, South Barwon. They go to the outer side. Cunningham punched away from behind by Burgess. Falls in the arms of Cunningham. And he got a high tackle. Said the umpire, Marcus Thompson, can't believe it. No. Point of the centre square at half-back. He wants to play on. The handball wasn't crash hot, but got away to Madigan. Now they go towards towards half-forward. But at the back of the pack, Leopold stand tall again. Harris Jennings. I think he's the intercept king. And he's taken the mark at right half-back for the Lions.
Jennings driving a kick towards half-forward, looking there for Giddings. Giddings played spoiler, knocked it into the path of Mayborn. Tried to jam it on the boot, rolled it to Patton. Patton turns, kicks. Let the celebrations begin. Margin is 50. Leopold are going to be premiers in 2023, and Mitch Patton's got 3. 58 for the season for Mitch Patton. And what a farewell final series he's given us as he heads north in 2024. 14 goals, 9 he's kicked across the final series of 2023. He's now got 58 for the season, and on the Metricon, Geelong's trusted builder for over 23 years scoreboard, Leopold 11-12-78 leads South Barwon 4-4-28.
Back to the middle. West gets it down. Tries to get a second tap two towards Tate. His handball short to little under Thompson, who broke free. He goes wide with the kick, and again, the man with two first names is keeping his width and takes the mark at half-back, Luke Justin. And Mayborn have been sensational on centre wings this afternoon. He goes long with the kick towards half-back. Goff should have taken the mark. Madigan front and centre for South Barwon. And gets the handball out looking for Todd White. Can't find him. Off hands and out of bounds between wing and half-forward on the outer side.
They're going to join an elite group. Colac in 2014, St Mary's in 2019. And Leopold will become only the third team to win a premiership from an elimination final under a GFNL top 5. Double palm down by the ruck work done by West. The clearing kick for South Barwon came to the wing to Carmody. The handball went straight into the chest of Justin of Leopold. Ricochet to a teammate who's brought down in the tackle. Trent Thompson will become a premiership player after missing out in 2016. Tapped down by West. Sam Scott might have caught one high there from Fort, did, and it'll come back to the veteran. He wasn't here last year. His brother Tom was wearing the number 8 in the senior team. Sam's returned from Queensland, and he'll play in his second flag. Chance here for Williamson. Try to take on the tackle. That'll be holding the ball. Mully went the don't argue on Mulroney. Brock Williamson And it'll be a free kick to Mulroney. Fires a handball. Drive out to stretch for it under pressure. Turn it over. Burgess loops it over the top. A handball on the bounce. Marcus Thompson. Oh, wonderful tackle. Hutchinson. That's holding the ball. And then Hutchinson let him know about it. Then Burgess went and got involved with Hutchinson's a push and shove, and Jennings is marked back in the middle of the ground for Leopold as we now got a bit of a fracas in the left forward pocket. That's wasted energy. Jennings goes wide. Sheehan stretching, can't mark, and reel it in with the one hand. It's off that hand and out of bounds in the left half forward for Leopold as they attack the northern end in this final term. Talking about attacking the northern end in the final term, that's Newtown and Chilwell in the A-grade netball grand final, which is in to the last quarter.
A lot of pushing and shoving, Hutchison. He probably should just maybe lay a tackle.
Should actually try and get the footy.
Yeah,
ball
something like that.
Comes to Goff at half back for South Barwon. Ball spills free. Now Driver off the step. Oh, the
gross.
Kick was kick for touch, and it doesn't find any. Justin picks it up. He goes. His kick was smothered by Jake Peters. He goes the other way for South Barwon. So a bit of open space. Goes long. Bosley from behind. Pushes Noffy past it. Oh, Noffy kept his feet. Handball over the top to nobody in particular. Swans need to get around Broughton. Great play. He got it over the top to Bosley, who dropped it. He will be able to turn around and kick the goal as he missed. He has, and that is terrible. So Johnny Broughton did the hard work. He stood up in the tackle, got it away to Bosley. Bosley dropped it, then was able to kick it over his shoulder and still miss the goal. And that pretty much is a nutshell of the afternoon.
Two behinds for Andrew Bosley. Jet Matthews or Ollie Tate to bring the ball back into play for the Polders, who are going to pick up their second GFNL premiership to go to the one with the 1-1 in 2016. He'll send the kick to halfback. Brock Williamson, too much on it for him. Over his head, and Burgess rolls towards Jennings. Worked Duray off the footy and then knocked it away from O'Neill. Jennings, Burgess, fumble. Time to give a handball back to Jennings. It just got there on the bounce after being deflected by Goff. Jennings gave it back. Brock Williamson on his left. They're all forward of the footy here. Stone flew under the footy. Couldn't take the mark. Peters cleaned up for South Barwon. Handball intended for Starkey. Too hot.
Get sloppy now.
Boundary throw in. Absolutely fried some of these players, especially the Leopold boys playing their fourth game of cutthroat footy. 3 cutthroat finals wins and a grand final that they're going to salute in. It'll be their 4th premiership as a club to go with the 2 flags, one in the Ballerine in 79 and 80. Free kick paid advantage. O'Neill dumped as he kicked.
He goes wide with the kick looking for Cunningham. It doesn't sit for him, so he and Maybaum see it over the line. O'Neill still takes a while to get up. He does now. And a boundary throw. Centre wing, and something's breathing in here. I don't know what it is. Boundary throw.
Chance going up,
Chance going up below us in the far reaches of Memorial Park. Free kick, the Swans. They want to play on it quickly and get it through Hughes. Goes to the right foot kick. Horrific kick off the boot towards Broughton. Pepper the other way. Kick off the ground. Back towards the middle. The piano tuner. He gets it over the top. They're out. He goes to Wilson. Pepper! 50 out. Open goal square. Andrew Pepper has missed it and drag him. That's terrible. And he has missed it. He ran an awful long way to kick it behind Andrew Pepper. But he missed it. 11-13, 79 Leopold. South Barwon 4-5, 29. Metricon K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Starkey short into the left back pocket to Goff. Goff to centre half back. Dangerous ball, but it got over the head of James and onto the chest of Hughes. Hughes swings onto his right boot. Sees Duray getting out the back of Ritchie. Ritchie runs interference. Doesn't have to worry Duray out of it. And then Duray just had a fumble at the wrong time. Ritchie a handball on the up. Maybaum, true centre wing, lowered the eyes and the kick onto the chest of Sheehan. Sheehan feigned a handball to Burgess. Turned and kicked to the leader, Patton, but Goff got across in front and took the mark in front of Mitch. Goff now almost shins it across the face of goal and finds a marking target. Driver, centre half back, and just got it to Middleton, who marks.
Middleton through the middle to Madigan now. He goes with a bounce and goes with a left foot kick inside 50, looking for Bosley. Goes up. Thompson timed his run beautifully to defend. Goes across forward 50. Madigan wrapped up straight away. Now falls out. Matthews gives it to Wagner. He goes out wide and taking the mark. Riley Stone wants to try and move it quickly. Dropped the foot. He tried to handball over the top. He did. Got it to Brock Williamson. His handball. He was chopped off as well. Coming out was Austin Shepherd, and we'll have a throw in on the outer side at forward 50 for the Leopold side.
They're hanging in there, South Barwon, defensively, because they are out and out forward of the ball everywhere, Leopold, at every time.
Ball back into play, 50-metre line for Leopold. Tapped down one by Fort. Chance for Tate. Had the footy, then lost it. Over the top he goes. Might have gone over the top there of Driver. Umpire said, give it to me. I will ball it up. 8.5 minutes gone. It's party time for Leopold. This is probably the most enjoyable part of a player's career. That moment you know that you've won a flag and you're just playing time. And they are in party mode. Slinging the tackle was Justin, and he's holding the ball. His head hit the ground really hard there, Luke Justin, in that tackle.
Sorry to jump in, Domatic just hobbled off with either a glute or a high hamstring issue. South Barwon look cooked. You wouldn't know they're the ones who've had a week off. There's 3 players getting massages on the ground at the moment. Leopold, all their players up and about, prowling the boundary.
Thank you for that. Buzz down boundary side for St John of God. Injury updates this afternoon. St John of God, we put you first. Myer Street in Geelong. Going to be busy post game for Geelong Sports Medicine. Sandra, Buzz and Birchie, they'll be absolutely on point with the interview. Starkey, handball, Driver, now a long kick driven by Todd White. Very, very wide, flirts with the boundary line. Williamson back with the flight, juggles the mark. Had a good afternoon as the youngster from Port Arlington.
So Brock Williamson called to play on. He's just going to
Tried to go the barrel.
He tried to go the barrel. That was horrific. And turned it over easily to Jack Driver, who he chips the ball back, and this could go anywhere, but it's okay. It goes to Mulroney this time. He plays on, kick around the corner towards O'Neill, got a hand to it, couldn't pick it up. Coming the other way was Burgess, does well. His right foot kick back to whence it came. Sam Scott over behind Driver. The ball spills free for the Undertaker. He picks it up. Shepherd was there in support, and he tried to put the tackle on. Mitch Patton close to the forward pocket. They keep running, and they get the Undertaker. Can he kick the goal over the shoulder? He can. Will Sheehan,
well done,
has followed it all the way from forward 50. He just kept going and willing it with Mitch Patton, and in the end kicked it with the left foot and kicked his second of the afternoon. And back in the team after missing it last week, Will Sheehan with illness. He has kicked his second of the grand final. And for Leopold, they're 12. They're 12-13-85. They lead South Barwon 4-5-29. Metricon, K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard.
No cue in the rack there for Will Sheehan because he followed that 60 metres and kept it alive with a little bit of help from Mitchy Patton. Interestingly enough, he's come off Sheehan. He's a bit sore, but Pepper put his hand up straight away and he said, I'm going forward.
West won the tap. Wagner did the roving. He gave it to Marcus Thompson. Kilpatrick gave it back to Wagner. Wagner flicked a handball to Richie Leopold at their best, but he just missed him, and Goff picked up the loose footy. Rolls away with a little kick to Driver that barely went 15, but the mark is paid. Has it at left half back. Driver turns and kicks to the wing. Caldu presents, and the skipper comes up and takes the mark. Fires it wide. Goff kept running. Says, bugger this, I'll do it myself. His kick, though, was poor, and he turned it over, and Burgess has marked. People might be wondering, 4-5-29, where does it sit in terms of lower scores in GFNL Grand Finals? It's not the lowest. Lara were held to just 3-9-27 in 2000 by North Shore. On a horrible day,
yes. This might be the lowest score on a sunny day.
But the ball's on the outer wing in the hands of Ollie Tate, who's been massive through this final series.
Away to Burgess by hand. Then they go along the boundary line. Gets it away. Matthews inside 50 with the kick. High kick over the back. 2-on-1. South Barwon got the numbers. Oh, ball spills free though. Giddings. Open goal square. Oh, it hits the post. So Connor Giddings, 1 goal 4 this afternoon for the big fella. And they go to 12-15-87 Leopold. 12-14-86, sorry, Leopold. South Barwon 4-5-29.
South have got it to half forward. Kellett's neat little kick for Bosley. Can give it off to Mulroney with a little kick. Hit it in stride. Ran to 45. Out the corner of his eye, so Jaunty Broughton over the back of Jet Matthews, who marks 15 out just left of centre. And we'll go back and have a shot at goal on South's fifth. He quickly turns, kicks, snaps, and has missed.
Wow.
From 15 out directly in front. He played on with a snap around the corner and unfortunately has tugged it too far to the left, Jaunty Broughton, and he now has 1 goal 3 for the afternoon. 4-6-30 South Barwon, Leopold 12-14-86.
That sums up the day, Jace.
12 3/4 minutes played on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock. Daily commuter services from Port Arlington from only $13.50 per trip. Search Port Phillip Ferries commute.
That sums up the day. The kick in from Justin hit Tate. He hits the piano tuner, who goes out wide to Harris Jennings on centre wing. And Leopold move it inside 50. Tev Nolfi!
He's gone forward!
And Hamlin hanger. Tev Noffy. And a shot for goal from 45 out, 45-degree angle for the defender.
Well, we said Jack Driver's shot on goal would go anywhere, and it did. What's this going to do?
This could end up anywhere.
I hope he kicks it because the crowd will lose their mind.
I think he might give a bit of celebration.
I hope
too,
he
actually,
does.
Tev. He comes in 45 metres out, leans back on it, right foot kick. He has kicked it into Drysdale. Don't you worry about that. That is out of bounds on the full by a very long way.
All right, leave it up to the forwards, Tev.
Back to behind the ball, please, Tev.
Yeah, off you go.
Just keeping an eye on the netball score as well as we get into the last quarter there. Left back pocket, the kick outside defensive 50 and running with a flight mark, not taken. Oh, yeah, paid to Hutchinson. So he'll take the mark just outside defensive 50. Sends a kick wide to a one-on-one cross. Caldo strong in the hands, took a good mark. In front of cross turns, plays on quickly, went to kick the first time, didn't like that option, so just held it back and went short to Middleton. Middleton turns and kicks towards forward 50, over the top, no mark taken there by Matthews. Hands of the pack, quick release was good from Mulroney. Snap around the corner, Noble. Bosley dropped what he should have taken, then ran into the tackle of Pepper. Wonderful tackle by Andrew Pepper.
Has to be
Give it to me, we'll ball it up to the umpire. 25 out from goal. Things tightening up on the netball court. 36 Colac, Newtown and Chilwell. 35 in an absolute thriller taking place in the A-grade decider. Ball into the air for Leopold Sporties. Grabbed out of the contest by Noble. He turned it straight over to Wagner, who kicks to centre back. And Richie in a one-on-one against Shepherd takes the one-hander and then sends a kick into space. Running up Noffy to take it. Won't take it though. Double-fisted it on. Hutchinson back there for South Barwon. Handball over the top. Wanting Goff. Goff says, I'm out of here. With a bounce, that loping run. Kick to the wing. Slipping over was Middleton. Ball though bounced favourably for Cunningham. Gave it to James. James sends South into attack. Caldo back with the flight. Thompson the other way. The spoil. That's Trent. Handball turned over to O'Neill though. O'Neill turns around. Bosley surely will mark this. The bounce of the ball takes it away from him. Into the left forward pocket. Corralled by Justin. Comes back with the kick. Driver has marked 30 from goal.
Oh, gracious. Here we go.
Jack Driver with another attempt on goal coming. The number 33 Team of the Year member in a back pocket this year. Kick 3 in the qualifying final win over Colac. Can he kick one here for South's 5th of the day? No, he's pushed that across the face. And the margin is 55. 4-7-31 South Barwon on the final quarter. K-Rock Metricon scoreboard. Geelong's trusted builder for over 23 years. Leopold at 12-14, 86.
Get Matthews into the back pocket to Trent Thompson. 2 goals the difference in the netball. 38-36 Colac. Lead. It's been very close to siren time over there. Matthews now.
Goal to Newtown.
Make that 1 goal of difference.
Goal of difference. They're playing on here. The man with 2 first names, Luke Justin, goes out wide. And they get it to centre wing. They keep moving it to Leopold. Keep running. And they go towards inside half forward. Oh, they turn the ball over though.
Not happy, Mitchie.
No, he wasn't happy at all. The ball comes back to Fraser Fort at defensive 50. It's opened up here too at Memorial Park. He goes to Cunningham in the middle. Handball to Madigan. Bit of training run here. Stuff. Goes to Driver. Way too slow. Got rid of the football just. Ball comes across 50. It's all Leopold though. They've got 5 players there. Mitchie Burgess. Handball over the top. Tapped on by Jennings to Pepper. Pepper's handball was horrific to Thompson. He put the saddle on Doyle Madigan. He's running him in the 4th at Caulfield. And it will be a ball up.
An absolute thriller in the netball taking place. We'll keep an eye on that as a goal or as a turnover by Newtown. Just won the ball, so they might be. That might be going.
Siren.
It's over. Colac have got up by a goal to win the A-grade title back to back. Kick inside forward 50. Burgess in a one-on-one with Noble. Noble almost marked. Then he had to lay a tackle after Pepper took the footy and a sling tackle has been paid. And Andrew Pepper, who has well and truly got under the skin of numerous opponents this afternoon. He's going to be a 2-time Leopold Premiership player. Kick towards centre half back, marked by Scott to Wagner, who bursts away with a bounce inside 50. Patton too much on the kick. Ball falls though because Starkey couldn't mark. Patton kick around the corner. Todd White back in the goal square for South Barwon, cleans up. His left foot kick though is a shank, and Peters was made to work for it. Kilpatrick thrown off the footy. No free kick paid by the umpire in the right forward pocket. We'll get a stoppage on play and a ball up. I suspect we will.
Jeez, the umpires have put their whistle away too.
He's lucky to get his foot in the ball with.
Well, the less times you blow the whistle, the less stoppages there are.
Time on. We already started late.
Ball into the air Cross and Callett. Callett, the tap down. Fort tried to barge his way through the pack, but he kept the ball alive. Just a handle into the path of Hughes. Left half back under pressure. Dribbles a kick towards the wing. Pitcher and Caldu see it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. A wonderful crowd here this afternoon at Leopold Memorial Park. I've seen a very dominant performance by Leopold, but there's going to be a free kick. Looks like being paid on the outer side. Caldu's going to take it.
Caldu for a push, I think. So over the top, he gets the ball to James. He set him a task though. Now Justin, handball inboard towards Marcus Thompson, confronted by Goff. Can he get around the tackle? He can't. He's wrapped up. The umpire will come in and ball it up just forward to the centre circle.
It's almost like Pup doesn't want it. It's like, just blow the siren.
18 played, final turn. Port Phillip, Berry's time clock. Callett runs at the ball, gives it away to Ford. He gets a kick inside Ford 50, punched away by Pepper at the back. Caldu comes through, might fall into his arms. It does. He goes into the pocket's a good kick, and finds Broughton, who will shoot the goal from 45 out, 45-degree angle.
So Thompson, Patton, Scott, Wagner and Pepper will become the club's first two-time senior premiership players. I don't believe anybody played in 79 and 90 in the Bellarine.
No, not the Bellarine.
Not quite.
There were some blokes who played in 79 who were still going around in 90, I think, but not in the ones.
Johnny Broughton's kicked 1 goal 3 this afternoon for the Swans. He comes in, southern end of the ground, right for wow. And you can hear the crowd below us. They are all Leopold supporters, and they have seen Johnny Broughton kick his 4th behind this afternoon. 1-4 for him, 4-8-32 for South Barwon, 12-14-86 Leopold. Metricon K-Rock final quarter scoreboard. Geelong's trusted builder. Love where you live.
Short into the right back pocket. Burgess finds Trent Thompson. Trent Thompson will drive a kick. A long ball to the outer wing. Oh, going very early with Billy Ritchie, and he gave away the free kick because Noffy marked uncontested. But the free kick being paid to South Barwon. And it's Driver with the footy. That awkward kicking style. It's an absolute mung off the boot. He's put it down the throat of Luke Justin, who's quickly going to hit him on the counter because Williamson and Ritchie have got out the other side. Williamson can give it to Ritchie. Ritchie can run to 45 metres. Just checks the kick to the goal square. Giddings his target. Back with the flight against Starkey. Couldn't mark in the goal square. Here's Patton trying to show some strength. Snaps and goals. 4th of the afternoon for Mitch Patton is the Lammies' Tavern goal of the afternoon. Just showed real strength in the contest. Snapped and hit the boot flush. He's got 4, and the margin now a game high, 62 points.
Yeah.
Leopold 13-14. 90.
Singing the goodbye song,
It is dead set feral down here, boys. There's people in tears, there's people throwing beer, there's people in song.
The margin 60 points, 13-14-92.
Wow.
South Barwon 4-8-32 the margin, and even 10 goals in the grand final.
Back in the middle, Thompson to Tate. Oh, was that a high? Oh, a throw, said the umpire. No theatre from the umpire. No theatre.
Pup's like, where's his siren, James?
Sam James for South Barwon goes towards 50, getting back Burgess, off hands. Middleton's handball. Play on advantage, said the umpire, goes to Bosley. You've got to take the mark this time. He does. He runs in. Oh, he thought about the kick. Now the handball. Chris Hughes has munged it across the face of goal and off hands and out of bounds. And the Leopold supporters are going ape below us. Buzz has got the microphone on him. They are going ape.
Cue the Benny Hill music, Kingy, as you would say.
No. Geelong Sports Medicine Centre, Birchie and Buzz down boundary side. They'll have a lot of fun on the ground. Post-game, Tater handball. Marcus Thompson kick partially smothered. Wagner wrapped up in a tackle by O'Neill. Got a handball away on the bounce. Madigan close quarters to Cunningham. Cunningham laterally. Middleton has marked 45 from goal. Might go back and have a shot of those. Going to give off a handball. Shepherd steps inside the man. Trying to take on pitcher. Handball to Fraser Ford. Fraser Ford a hacking ball to the goal square. Fisted towards the boundary line and out of bounds by Noffy. Boundary throw in right forward pocket. This can't end soon enough for anybody. Commentators and players alike.
He tripped himself.
22 and a half minutes played on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock. Daily commuter services from Port Arlington from only $13.50 per trip. Search Port Phillip Ferries commute.
Boundary throw in. Trent West gets a clearing kick back to the middle. Williamson, if it sits for him, he's away. It doesn't though. Goff, it sits for him for South Barwon. Oh, he runs free. Good time for a goal. No, he lowers the eyes. Good kick. And finds Lockie Noble. And he'll shoot the goal from 45 out. Thought about the short kick into the pocket. He's going to go back though and have a set shot for goal. He's kicked one this afternoon, one of South Barwon's 4. So this to become the first multiple goal scorer for South Barwon in the grand final. He comes in, Lockie Noble, back in the team after injury. Right foot kick and puts it up across the face of goal. Is it going to make the distance? No, it's not. It's going to fall before the goal line, and Matt Keldu has taken the mark in the right forward pocket. Tough kick, but he's only about 6 metres out from goal.
Well, if it's anything like their last 4 or 5 shots on goal, Jace, this will hit the light tower to the far left.
So Keldu comes out, goes on the
good goal.
Goes on the banana and kicks his second of the afternoon. They booed him. 5-8-38 South Barwon. They trail Leopold 13-14-92. Metricon K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard and expert share. Thanks to the Sporting Globe, Geelong's home of the finals. Oh, a couple of little convivials is Matt Kershaw.
Well, I've got the it's like communion.
He's got the
You've got a red in the tracker. Well, is this game still going, Jose?
Your father, Matt. Gee whiz.
Yes, good mark, good goal. That's it. Back to the middle. Let's play the siren, please.
24 minutes
this
gone.
This game is done.
West the roving. Handball. Scott's gone into the centre square. Tate. Thompson, that's Marcus back to Tate. Now a kick towards right half forward at the feet of Stone and Peter. Stone took it cleanly. A handball up to Maybaum, who's been good this afternoon. Snaps a kick inside forward 50. Ball bounces on its point away from Scott. Goff's been a reliable contributor for South Barwon. Defensive 50, long driving kick towards the outer wing came from Peters. It's marked by Cunningham. Cunningham turns and kicks. Not a great kick, and Harris Jennings should mark comfortably and repel once again the intercept king for Leopold. Called to play on, drives a kick towards half forward. Sam Scott is struggling to get out of his own way at the moment, leading him to the race to the footy. Todd White just a little bit more toe. Although Todd White had a fumble. Well done by Scott. Got down low to knock it forward towards Patton, who waits for it. And there was a free kick being paid for a hold. Patton was being held. According to the umpire, the decision not to the approval of Dylan Starkey. But Mitch Patton will have a chance on goal number 4. Actually, I lied. Goal number 5. Goal number 5 in a grand final. Down the mark stands 48 from goal. Patton would have to start this potentially right-hand goalpost. He swings out. That's what he does. And then he drills a long ball that has just missed to the left. He got every piece of that, did Mitch Patton, and he was ready to celebrate like he picked up that 5th golden ticket in Willy Wonka. 4-2 for Mitch Patton.
Jake Peters plays on for South Barwon from fullback, goes long. Oh! Tim Coffey has taken the Hamlin Hanger of the year. He's gone miles in the air and given it to Wagner, the piano tuner. He gives it to Sam Scott. Oh, Tim Coffey, you are just taking it out of people.
You are.
That's ridiculous.
He wasn't that high. The oxygen masks fell from the sky then.
Wow. And Sam Scott's got the footy, 50 from goal. He's even laughing about he got that on Tim Coffey. And Sam Scott, who has kicked 2 goals 2 this afternoon, he comes in and to put the cherry on top, the cherry's not good. It's a green cherry.
Yep.
He's missed it to the near side through for 1 behind. So they go to 13-16-94 now. Leopold, South Barwon 5-8-38, Metricon K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard.
Jet Matthews is loving it downstairs. He's just acknowledged the K-Rock box.
Has he?
Giving him the old fist pump.
K-Rock zone.
Yep.
Hey.
27 minutes gone. Long up the middle, a kick from White for South Barwon, wanting Fort. Tate front position, had it spoiled away. Jammed on the boot by Broughton, taken by Pitcher, dragged down in the tackle. Chance here for Kelly O'Neill. He's wrapped up by Cross, who looks like he's just come up to the footy for the moment, and we'll get a ball up. I suspect it was Hughes a little bit earlier, sending forward for South Barwon. Callett grabbed it out of the ruck. Chance here for Cunningham. Kick smothered by Tate. Deflects back to James. Middleton will send it towards right half forward. Noble stretching and marking turns. Runs to 50 out from goal. Sends it to the pocket. Trent Thompson will allow it to bounce. Broughton worked him off the footy. Free kick taken high. And now advantage paid, and Carmody will just roll to the goal line and dribble it through for a goal. Margin back to 50. Jackson Carmody kicks his first of the afternoon for South Barwon. They move to 6-8-44. Margin back to 50. Leopold 13-16-94. Down to you, Buzz or Birchie for Geelong Sports Medicine Centre.
We've just had word down here. There's about 1:30 remaining.
On time.
The longest 90 seconds of everybody's life.
Correct. They've been celebrating down here for about 8 minutes, so they're waiting for that siren to go.
And they are going to launch onto Leopold Memorial Park, the green and gold faithful, like you would not believe.
Rightly so.
Back to the middle, West. Big thump away. Gives it towards centre half forward. It's an open centre half forward as well. Or falls towards Riley Stone, towards the piano tuner. He got a kick away across sort of defensive, about 40 metres out from goal. Patton, he gets tackled. He tries to get the handball away. Pack develops. And the piano tuner's gone for holding the ball. So no theatre from the umpire. And South Barwon run away, go to the outer side looking for Cunningham. That chant you could hear in the background was Buddha.
And he gave a bit back to the crowd too, King. He's enjoying it.
Oh, absolutely. Who could blame you? He's going to be a premiership coach in year number 2. Grand final year 1. Premiership year 2. Ollie Tate with a hit and spin out of the pack. Lovely release. Marcus Thompson. Jennings on the left boot. Wanting Patton for goal number 5. Spoil Hutchinson. Goff, though, the villain in all of that theatre. And puts it on the right boot towards left half back to Jake Peters, who goes short to Madigan. Madigan sends a kick towards the outer wing, wanting Fraser Ford. It's over his head. And Buddha's Lions are the kings of the Geelong football jungle in 2023.
There's a long siren.
From an elimination final, they become only the 3rd team in GFNL history to roll through and win 4 finals and win the flag. Enjoy the song, Holders fans. We will always fight for victory. We will always see it through. For green and gold, we do or die. In every game, we'll always try. Leopold, Leopold, the club we hold so dear. Premiers will be this year. Well, never a truer word sung than premiers will be this year. Leopold for the 2nd time at GFNL Premiers. 13-16-94. They defeat South Barwon 6-8-44, and they have come from everywhere on to Leopold Memorial Park in front of a massive crowd. Gary Hocking has lifted this group from an elimination final. Newtown and Chilwell tick, Colac tick, St Mary's tick, South Barwon, the biggest tick of all. Enjoy the song again, Holders fans. We wear the colours of green and gold. We will always fight for victory. We will always see it through. For green and gold, we do or die.
We'd like to start today. Yes.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
We'd like to start today. We'd like to start today by paying our commiserations to South Barwon. South Barwon have been an amazing team throughout the entire season. You should be extremely proud of the way that you've represented your club and the way that you've played this season. Hold your heads high. You should be very proud of your performances this year, and we look forward to having you back a part of the competition in 2024. To Leopold, congratulations. Leopold, you are premiers for 2023, and that is credit, reward and recognition for so much work that has happened on the field this year. But it goes without saying that a premiership takes so many people off the field as well. So to your team, your club and everyone here today who has come to support, congratulations. Our finals and our games every year supporting 551 football teams across the region would not be possible if it wasn't for a phenomenal group of umpires who week in, week out dedicate themselves. And we want to take this opportunity to recognise them today. I'd like to call forward Joshua James, the senior football coach umpires, to make these presentations. umpires, Cameron Ritchie and Mitchell Graham. Our boundary umpires of Ellie Edwards, Thomas Flynn, Jake Robertson and Bailey Wilson. To our field umpires, Josh Brown, Hamish Irvine, Daniel Wilson, and our emergency, Chris Jones. On you, Jonesy!
I'd now like to call forward opposition coach South Barwon, Mark Neal, to say a few words.
Thanks, Ed. Buddha and Marcus, wow, what a team. Congratulations, boys. You were twice the best team that we came across, and you thoroughly deserve today and celebrated, I reckon, as hard as you can. Well done. To Ed and Michelle and the team at AFL Barwon, thank you. It's my first time in 20 years back involved with the Geelong Footy Netball League, and it's a bloody good league, and you do a good job. And you mentioned all the numbers before, I won't remember those, but look, you're doing a great job, keep it up. Thank you to everybody that came out and supported both clubs today. It's a massive crowd. I'm sure it gave Buddha's lads a great lift. It certainly, well, we would have hoped it did. We didn't get quite a lift out of it, but it was great to play in front of you. So keep supporting local footy. What else am I supposed to thank? Thank you to the sponsors, Blood Toyota. Buddha, you got your boys here last year. We can only hope that we can emulate and come back and maybe give you a bit more of a run for your money in 12 months' time. Enjoy it, boys. You deserve it.
Thank you, Mark. Extremely well said. I'd now like to call forward to the stage AFL Barwon Commissioner David Milson to make the presentation of the Best On Ground medalists for 2023. And in building the suspense, Leopold's number 9. I'd now like to call to the stage past Leopold President Phil Carmichael to make the presentation of the Premier's medals. From Leopold, number 1, Brock Williamson. Number 2, Oliver Tate. Number 4, Mitchell Burgess. Number 5, Mitchell Patton. Number 8, Samuel Scott. Number 9, at our best on ground, Logan Wagner. Number 10, William Kilpatrick. Number 11, Harris Jennings. Number 14, Teven Noffig. Number 15, Jai Cross. Number 17. Number 17, Trent Thompson. Number 18, Connor Giddings. Number 19, Rob Mabam.
Yes, Robert! Look this way!
Number 20, Luke Justin. Number 22, Trent West. Number 25, Andrew Pepper. Number 30, Riley Stone.
Oh my God, after last week. Come on!
Number 31, William Sheehan. Number 42, Daniel Pitcher. Number 46, Billy Ritchie. Number 49, Jet Matthews.
Get that off
And last, but certainly not least, Captain number 3, Marcus Thompson. Coach Gary Hocking.
especially got to be careful of those steps. Last time I got on one of these things, I slipped over. There was quite a few more cameras than what are here at the moment. But just then, on behalf of the Leopold Footy Club, we just want to thank you for the whole season at AFL Barwon and also the final series out at Geelong West and also here. It's been amazing. The whole season that you put up with your people and your team takes, as you said, takes a lot of people to win a flag, but it takes a lot of people to set up a great season. So thank you. Thanks to Bud Toyota. Thanks to K-Rock. Well done. Awesome calls through the year, and your support of local footy is amazing. Thanks to South Barwon, Neildy. Such an amazing ride at the end of the year. We just had an enormous amount of respect. We watched you guys a lot. You were the benchmark of the competition leading into the finals, and we were worried that your boys were coming too. So we have an enormous amount of respect. We know you're going to be tough to beat next year, but well done, Neildy. You've had a really good year. To Hawks, the president, and the whole committee, thank you for your support. The coaches at the footy club, amazing. You know, you've supported me through thick and thin. The last 18 months has been an amazing ride. Also our volunteers, great effort just to keep our list going over the last couple of years has been so good. We've played our hearts out week in, week out. You need good people around you. To our umpires, thank you to the umpires today and all the volunteers in all the tents and around the whole place. You do an amazing job. To all the fans, thank you for coming out, both Leopold and also the other fans, thank you. You made it a great day. To our boys, well, we left it our best till the end, so I'm just absolutely so proud of you. I said to you last week I loved you. I still love you, but I'm super proud of you and hope you guys enjoy it because you did the work, but the Sons of Leopold have returned. Well done everybody, have a great night, stay around, have a beer and enjoy. Thank you.
Our competitions would not be possible if it wasn't for a phenomenal group of partners and sponsors. And since 1986, Blood Toyota has been the proud partner of the Geelong Football Netball League. And I'd now like to invite to the stage from Blood Toyota, Barry Raymond, to present the GFNL Blood Toyota Cup to Leopold.